Welcome back to another Wednesday edition of the Geeks podcast. That's right, we haven't been on in a month or got all this year. I don't even know anymore. Uh, yeah, we were on Wednesday for light. I think it was a Tuesday or Wednesday, but we were on for Lighthouse Matsuri, and we
Yeah.
did an episode of what other con that went on this year that was a shit show.
Oh fuck. It was so it wasn't the one where what's his name? It was the luchador mask or whatever. It
That was
wasn't
Lighthouse Matsuri.
That's our Lighthouse Monster.
All right, so I am the one, the only, the illegal, the Captain Mexico, also known as Mr. Uppies now in the Texas Renaissance community. I am the most chaotic podcast host and panelist in all of Texas. I am your Aztec Emperor, Rey Azteca. Notice me. And joining me is the one, he is an assassin that kills diamonds. He is the new part-time host because Sonic is busy on Wednesdays, so I had to bring in a sub. He's like a substitute teacher. Diamond Assassin.
What's up, everybody?
And joining us is the one, the only. He actually helped build some of the foundation of the convention community, and he's here to represent Anime Tyler, Texas. That will happen in April, the weekend after WrestleMania.
Is that the Red Ranger?
Is that the Legacy one or is that the Hasbro? I don't think he heard it. I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah. He has headphones.
Okay, so the question is it the Legacy? Is it the Bandai or is it the Hasbro helmet? It looks like the Bandai.
It is the one from 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
It's the Bandai one. It's the Legacy. Because I have that one.
It's the actual, like, real, not the cheap plastic. It's the metal diecast.
Yeah, they're a more replica.
The one that actually fits a regular human being.
Yes. My wife has the Pink Ranger one that doesn't fit the actual human being. When I put it on, it's like, a face hugger.
My God.
I've got helmets surrounding my room. I'll show up. But I was like, I got to pull out a Power Ranger just because.
That's right. It's morphin time. I'm starving. So if anybody's watching wants to donate $20 so I can get something to eat, because getting these gains also
requires sustenance.
Yeah. And I don't get paid till Wednesday. Like, I didn't work for a whole month. Like in January, it sucked. Like, I had bills doing shit and it was just bad. Like, even Restream, like, we had to figure out how to pay Restream because it's a monthly thing. It's like $20 a month, and now they're knocking on my door, asking, "Oh no, it's got a scratch."
Yeah,
those things, the paint doesn't really last on them.
This thing I've had since 2009.
I actually got one. Those came out in like 2015, I think.
That was round 2. This was the original because I have, like I said, I've got a lot of helmets up there. I actually have a fully metal Mandalorian,
oh, that's sick.
Silver helmet. Like, it's actual full grade steel metal that was custom. They're all handmade. And found a guy and he was just like, yeah, I made like 6 of these. You want one? I'm like,
I'll take one. Sure.
That's Star Trek, right? No.
It's like, hey man, if you don't want it, it's Star Trek, right?
It's
you don't want it, man.
Want it, man.
I mean, I could use it. I could take it to the range. Will it stop a bullet? Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Yeah. Just, the world comes to an end. Is that a freaking Mando helmet running? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yep. What kind of Fortnite PUBG is this?
I'm here for the kid.
No.
Gotta do some shameless advertising on Facebook.
Yeah.
Fuck Power Rangers.
Need to do that as well. Hang on, actually.
Speaking of the kid, oh my God, I just, like, today at work, we got a big size Funko Pop of literally the child.
Ooh.
So.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've got one of those. So my wife is into 2 different things. She is into Doctor Who and well, we're still calling it Baby Yoda, but
Baby Yoda.
because that's what it was until she's like, it's Grogu.
Grogu. Who the
Yeah.
is Grogu?
It's Baby Yoda. You know?
Man, you can't change my mind. It's baby. Dude, why? I feel like they could have came up with a better name than Grogu.
Probably, but you know, I'm just happy that's because I'm rewatching it right now. Actually, I'm in season 3 of The Mandalorian because I've just been watching it when I'm at work and I need something to play. Because I know what's going on. I'm just working away and listening to it. But I'm so happy that it does do that. Why can't I find your stream?
Oh, I'll send you the link right now.
Well, I'm trying to find your Facebook again here so I can have it shared on Anime Tyler stuff. But for some reason, it's not pulling up.
Well, there's the link for the YouTube. It's in
That
our
works
little
too.
chat.
That works too.
That's what we promote, sir. We promote the YouTube. We don't promote the Facebook because Facebook is a punk.
And honestly, I've tried to do it with multiple social medias, and it's just a pain. It's really a pain unless you have someone else helping you with you.
We got Far Knocker in the looks like he says it looks like the legacy. It is the legacy because the plastic is a dead giveaway. And Deacon Rab's like, yo, Deacon Rab, there's no John Cena on the show.
Yeah. Skedaddle.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
All right, so
John Cena is one of the coolest guys. If you ever get to ever meet him in real life, he is special. He's extremely nice.
Oh yeah.
If he's busy, don't be a dick. Just gonna put that like that out there, because otherwise, when he's mean to you, you kind of deserve it. But if you're patient, you say, "I'm just very nice to meet you, Mr. Cena," and you know.
Oh yeah,
there's that video where the guy's like filming him or recording him, and he just walks up like, "Hey man, like if you wanted something, you just gotta ask."
Yeah.
Like he got mad at him because he was like filming him or recording him without consent, and he's like, "Dude, ask. Don't just."
I just start filming
Right.
out of nowhere.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, every wrestler every celebrity that you'll meet, most cosplayers you meet, consent is a real thing. So just because they're a celebrity, just be respectful. You never know what you're going to get in return. I mean,
nobody wants a picture of themselves on the internet where they're like eating like,
or they're getting roasted by that said hero.
Right. Yeah.
I can
tweeted about you. Really? Was it good? No.
I can attest to this. Last year, I got the opportunity to meet John Cena, and I took a picture. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right after he announced his retirement, I was like,
standing right
here. That.
Cena, you want to talk? No. It's hard to see him, but
Yeah. He has that effect.
So you know what you should do? Look for that picture and send it to Deacon. Just make him jealous. But all right, so I don't have a okay.
So
we
you
don't normally
want me to do my introduction for this? I guess. Do you want me to just explain?
Do you have one? Do you have one?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just not as clean as you. Like yours is just this. I honestly feel like it's just ladies and gentlemen. No, children of all ages, D generation. No, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Guys, my name is Toa. I have been working in conventions for over 20 to 25 years, from originally volunteering to actually running a company that does troubleshooting for conventions to actually running and building them. And now what I do is I build them, a convention show builder. And I am helping the showrunner and to build Anime Tyler in Tyler, Texas. That is in April. Okay, it's a 2-day event, 26th, 27th. It's going to be fantastic. In Tyler, Texas, which is a rose city of Texas. So by April, all those flowers should be in bloom, and it is extremely beautiful out there. So a cosplay photography galore is going to happen. We're excited about that. We've got some amazing guests coming this year. Genre mix from cosplay all the way into the music industry. You can check out our website, animetyler.com, to check that out there. The different guests, we'll talk about them here for sure. And then we're also doing something really neat I'm very proud of. Instead of doing a cosplay contest, we're doing a cosplay showcase. And the reason we're focusing on this is, one, there's no need to judge. Cosplay is for everybody. Doesn't matter who you are, whether you go to Walmart to buy a costume or you spend days, months, weeks, years to build your custom. Everybody deserves a chance to come up and shine. And luckily we partner up with our cosplay MC, Melly Jasmine, which if you haven't, go see her on our website as well. Follow her. And everybody's going to get a chance to come up and show off whatever they've done. Just be proud, right? That's all we care about. Because there's no reason anybody should ever be excluded from being who they are at shows.
You're right. Can I just say, like, that is a very amazing and awesome thing that you are doing, because I've only been to cons only like 4 years now, and I feel like,
Wait, you only been doing cons for 4 years?
yes,
You brought this child. No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? You didn't tell me that. All right, we might have a position open pretty soon.
No. It's good.
But-
it's good to see that in the last 4 years you have gotten into it, because one, that means the genre is still growing. Two, it's got new blood infusion, so that also means new ideas, new concepts, new panels, new thought processes. And the reason I love this show is because, well, you kind of tell it as it is, good, bad, or ugly. If you go to MMA Tire and you have a horrible time, I'm gonna find out Wednesday, right?
You are definitely
gonna find
out
out.
that Monday. Like, that's the best part about this podcast, because it's like it's still fresh, because we do all the reviews on Monday. And it's still fresh. Like, the bullshit is still, like, you can still smell the bullshit, and people are like, well, fuck this.
Oh no,
Like,
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be here Monday and be like, we'd like to read a statement here.
I'd like to form an apology for
to formally apologize to the character playing Naruto and Sasuke. Said your names incorrectly. I didn't go Sasuke and Naruto. Apologize.
I did not mean to say Naturo and sausage.
Look, they thought your
It's
name
soy
was
sauce.
Nutella, and sausage. Okay,
Sausage. Like, who the hell is sausage?
sausage.
This damn generation and their hippie names.
I am forever gonna call that. I'm gonna find somebody to go create a Nutella version of Taro and a sausage version of Sasuke.
So, like, it's great because, like, part of the shtick here is, like, saying the wrong name. Like, I will purposely say the wrong name, and people think I'm being dead ass serious. Like, I can't even think of a fucking thing that I called it. Like, I try to be nice to the cons that I like. I try to also be nice to the cons I don't like. I try to be nice to everybody, but once you piss me off, like,
I mean,
It's on site.
there are conventions that I still adore that I just won't attend. It's not anything really personal. It's just I've been doing convention building and working and volunteering and all this stuff. It's hard for me to attend as an attendee because I'm looking for things to be fixed. I'm looking to see how staffs be run, how line control. Like, mentally, I can't enjoy it the same way as I did if I was like younger. My kids love it, right? I could probably share photos on here somehow, but
you'd have to send them to me on. You'd have to send them to me on Discord, because the way we share them is I have the panel over here, and then we just, like that.
I mean, I have another way I can do it. So,
Oh, you can. Yeah, there you go.
yeah, just go into background settings and
Pretty much, this is what he said to me. Not today.
Not today, bitch.
so like that one. So, but it's backwards. But there's, it's backwards. But that's our.
That is y'all's mascot.
That is actually a friend of ours. She's a professional model. Her name is Jen. She is an amazing model, and she's also a cosplayer. And she offered up the shoots for us to do, and she did, of course. Name the character. Come on, I'm giving you an opportunity. Come on, little scar, little eye.
Sausage.
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 Lightning sausage.
Lightning sausage. What's it called?
Old man sausage.
We'll let your fans who can name this character. No.
Kakashi.
Kakashi Hatake.
No, we know who it was.
Okay.
Of course, we know who Kakashi is, but
is.
getting the name wrong is part of the joke. It's like Goku in Dragon Ball Daima. He only got his name right, like in the most recent episode. Like, he's always calling him something else. Like, we even made a joke about, like, hey, glory hole. He's like, oh, glory hole.
Oh Lord. Oh man.
But I mean, you've been around the block. You've definitely been doing this for a long time. I've been around the block too. I've been going to conventions since 2007. I've seen cons come and go
Yeah.
for different reasons, and people think that if a con goes away, that it's because it's went out of business or because it died, right? Like, no, that's not always the case. Like, I was friends with Mark, who ran Kamikaze Con, and Kamikaze Con went away for personal reasons because he wanted to be there with his family more because he was running a business and a convention, and the business is how he funded the convention,
right?
And they asked him, like, hey man, like when, like, if you want to run a con, like what is your advice? And he's like, don't.
Well, so let's put it into perspective. A lot of conventions have a first year to death because of two reasons. See, one of them is seed money. Second reason is marketing, right? And actually, I will say three, because if you're a fanboy, fangirl, fan them, whatever, you got to separate your fandom from what you're presenting to the show. Seed being the ultimate piece of it. If you're coming in with zero money and you're hoping that exhibit hall, all the spaces and your attendees are going to pay for the hotel and your team and the hotel rooms and the talent and everything else you try and bring in, you've automatically lost the game, right? Luckily with Anime Tyler, we have seed. We came in with a seed to get everything off the ground. Within, you understand how quick this got put together. I was approached in July. By September 30th, we had the site built, hotel contracts done, the guest list kind of halfway put together on that stuff, had half the staff already built, everything's put together. So from that point on, it was just maintaining and doing a little bit of marketing here and there to make sure we don't blow our budget and put everything in place so that when we get closer, which, March 1st timeframe, we start blitzing the marketing for people. A lot of our guests are going to be doing videos and promos for us. So there's a lot of things that have to happen. But if you don't have that initial seed and you're hoping that the event will fund itself, it's never going to happen. It's just rarely happen. I should say rarely. I think about it, it does happen, but rarely.
I think
IkiCon's actually a great example of a show that didn't really come in with a lot of seed, a lot of early start money, and became very successful very short amount of time. In the first year, he had I think he broke 900 or 1,000, which was unheard of at the time. And it became, the following year became even more. So he got his rollover was much easier. Same thing with Anime North Texas, which, was a show I was a part of. I was one of the original, I was the original creator of Anime North Texas with the guys at IkiCon as well. It had an amazing first year, right? Which prolonged it over and over. I have since left that, but that's still, to me, that's one of my favorite shows of all time.
I was thinking of, I'm trying to think of a con. I know
that you haven't gone to.
Well, no, there's lots that I haven't been to. But we just covered. I'm not gonna say the name because we kind of said it in the beginning. But I mean, they're fuck it. Lighthouse Matsuri is an example of conventions that their issues are. There's a whole long laundry list of fucking issues that they have, but they were relying on the money from attendees and vendors and stuff like that, and to kind of pay for it. And I think you brought up a good point though. If you're a fanboy or a fangirl or just a super fan, right? And you want to get into this business, that's probably not the best idea, because I think that not people I think some super fans, not all, but some super fans can't set aside their preferences.
I think you gotta I get what you're saying. You gotta separate yourself from more, instead of a fan, more of a business perspective.
Exactly.
To more, instead of pandering on what you would want to see, pander what everybody else would want to see if you were inviting whoever or whatever you were expecting.
So you guys have seen, I'm sure, have done it, as done press before, gone around and say, well, what's the worst anime of all time? And you'll have everyone will kind of have a general or a list, and a lot of times I hear My Hero Academia is trash. Okay, I like My Hero Academia. I enjoy it because I've watched it with my kids, right? So for me, there's a personal side to that, but blah, blah, blah thinks it's trash. Well, if this person hosts a convention and they utterly hate My Hero Academia, that that bias comes into play, right? And if
Yeah.
you go to an event, you got a bunch of kids running around in, Deku outfits and Bakugo outfits, and you don't have anybody from there, right? Because you're biased, you've hurt yourself a little bit, right? Because you can't get those characters to come out
Right.
because you're biased, right? So you got to keep a very open mind. There's a lot of animes that I'm just not a big fan of. Like I wasn't a big fan of Black Clover for a long time. I still watched it. I still enjoyed it. I'm just not something I'm gonna go back and rewatch. Sword Art Online's the same thing. Season 1, loved it. Got to the fairies, got a little
And
Which
then-
is that's funny because I fucking hate season 1 of Sword Art Online.
right. I love the storytelling of it. I love that it was something that hadn't really been done. Is trapped in a game, a death game, and he finds love.
Mhm.
Also, the voices, I've known them both for years, and they're both amazing people. So to hear their voices is awesome too. Because I'm just like so proud and excited for them. That they got
Bryce
to do that.
Pappenbrook and Shermie Lee, I think.
Yeah. And Sherry Lee's like the sweetest person you'll ever meet in the world, and she works so hard. So is Bryce. Bryce, that man will grind for you at a show. He goes out of his way for you.
Mhm.
So,
Sorry, I'm gonna close the Facebook fucking app because it's starting to piss me off.
I just keep hearing dings. I'm just like, yeah.
I know.
Just
It's
ding,
like-
ding, ding, ding.
It's because,
Like probably like
somebody.
get this guy off your screen.
So like that's my phone, and I don't know where the hell it is.
Somebody call him right now.
Buried.
Like,
You can
and
track
then
it.
somebody's texting me like, "Hey, are you busy?" Like,
There it
God
is.
damn it, there it is. And then like I'm like, okay, I'm thinking it's like an emergency. Okay, what's wrong? Like, and they're like, I need. Do you have any suggestions for this? That like people are messaging me right now because they need.
You know what?
something.
Tell them to get in the chat. Come ask the questions. We'll give suggestions. Best
And
place
they
to
don't
get
watch my
Dude,
fucking show.
Wow. Wow. They're your friends, but they don't watch your show.
No. Let's be. They are acquaintances now. It's
Yeah.
just people that I know and passing.
Ooh,
So
Yikers. But like I was saying, I really like that idea because
Oh,
a lot of cons, and I've like from my personal experience and the friend group that I'm with at this moment in time, some of them really get discouraged when it comes to like trying to participate in a cosplay contest. Like a lot of people really get heated. There's some people who are not like don't have their egos. They're just there to show what they did after maybe 2 or 3 years of hard work, and there it is.
I mean, eventually you want to get to a point where you have a contest, but I personally always believe it's really kind of selfish, or it's not really selfish, excuse me, wrong phrasing. It's really not appropriate for a first year show to say, we're going to judge you in a contest level.
Right.
We're not large enough to make any kind of impact if you want to be a professional cosplayer. We're not large enough to create any kind of impact for you. So why would we want to judge you for that? Not to mention the fear, right? A lot of people I would love to cosplay, Asuma Sensei, right? That was my thing. I really liked him. I just thought he was cool. Wind blades. I never did it because I didn't want to be judged by anybody on stage or show. I just wanted to cool, but they never had really that. They have a hall cosplay version, right? And some places have the runway. We were going to do this on the main stage for everybody to cheer and be positive and support. So if that 2-year-old kid comes on in like a frog outfit and just says, "Look, I'm Sue," regardless of it, everybody's going to cheer and take photos and love that. And they're going to hopefully instill positivity into somebody and say, "Hey, continue on." I want Cardboard Man to show up. Do y'all remember Cardboard Man from cons? He would come as like different character, but just made completely out of cardboard.
Heck
I remember the Gundam one, like the just a Gundam. Yeah.
There was one that was Gundam. There was one that was Transformers. He would do it, and then he had one that looked like Samurai Gear, but it was all made out of cardboard. That is extremely creative for me. Like I think that can go in different directions. So if you want to come with that, if you want to come with a brown paper bag and call yourself a potato, we will still cheer you on because you are doing something. You're being very brave about it. So
Garbage Man.
I'm Hefty Man.
I like Garbage Man. That'd be cool. You know what? I will. Nah, I'll just ask right now. So okay, let me ask right now because I don't like hiding secrets from my viewers. If I showed up to Anime Tyler, Texas, and let's just say my cosplay. Let's Maybe not. Who knows?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I showed up in a cosplay. It's a trash can, and it just says Anime Matsuri on the side. Would I get kicked out?
Oh no.
He's like, I can neither
I-
support nor
Okay.
condone this.
Okay.
I cannot confirm or deny.
From a cosplay standpoint and your creativity, I would be like, okay. From a professional standpoint,
Get out.
I would ask you not to put the convention in a weird legal space that we have to go defend and say we were not attacking them. He was attacking them. And let me think on that one because I kind of want to see the cosplay.
I mean, I said hypothetically. I mean,
Hypothetically, you know.
yeah, hypothetically. I mean, it might not happen.
Well, let's back it up. We already know that you didn't work in January, so affording a good quality trash can to make this work might be something. Donate today, guys, to help support his dream of getting a pizza today and a really good trash can.
That's
with
right.
Good ink.
I'm starving. If somebody could donate $20, I would appreciate that. Like
My son brought me spaghetti while we were talking.
I live on leftovers, and I fucking ate them all today because I went to the gym last night, and so I'm starting to
Did you
increase.
jack their granola bars and just be like,
No, they don't give away free granola bars.
Bars.
It isn't Planet Fitness where they have
This ain't no
pizza Saturdays.
bougie.
No, it's Planet Fitness, which I stopped going when you walk in and have pizza and cupcakes set up at the counter for you. I'm just
They
like,
do on Saturdays. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
well, we want to give you some food. Give me some fruit, you know?
All right, there's the
Give me
cash
some
app. If anybody wants to
celery.
donate. Sponsored by the word thick.
The word
think.
The word let's get deep dished, stuff crushed.
Trust.
No, yeah, Planet Fitness does do that crap. Not all of them, but they were doing that. I think they were
Well,
they were
I
giving away a slice of pizza.
That's the first time
Yeah.
I'm hearing about this. That's
You could get a
crazy.
towel, a water bottle, a slice of pizza, and when you leave, they encourage you to grab a cupcake on the way out. It's like, I'm coming to lose weight.
Yeah, we know you just did an hour on the treadmill, but you want to cancel it out with this cupcake.
Here's
Just be
some
like-
more carbs and
Yeah,
sugar.
Here's
for
carbs.
you.
I've earned this, damn it. You know,
I mean, okay, so if you're bodybuilding, you don't count carbs. You don't count
Mountain Dew Samurai. Yes, I remember Mountain Dew Samurai. I loved Mountain Dew Samurai.
Oh yeah, okay. I was like, where the hell
Yep.
did you see that?
Sorry, I'm watching the chat too in case any questions come up for like either Anime Tyler or convention running that I can make sure to.
It's the Wednesday
That's it.
show. We normally get most of our viewers like the next day.
Oh, well,
Awkward.
send in your questions with donations at the Cash App money symbol Geeks 5 ever.
Yeah, the
and
donations
you
now,
donate
not
to
tomorrow.
his eating.
Now, not tomorrow.
Tomorrow you can do that, and I'll send back a reply with answers to your question.
Or he will reply to the donations. Wrong person.
Wrong person.
Well, no, like we.
Well,
yeah,
I'm looking
so
at it. It says Geeks 5 ever. So
that's the cash. We
donate
actually.
with the message.
That's right. We have the. We accept food stamps, cash, credit, Monopoly dollars, Dr. Pepper.
Monopoly dollars.
Now that I can give you right now, I have like 20 game versions of Monopoly money just stacked in the room. I am, the Dave Chappelle rich bitch on the Monopoly money. We, buy every property.
I cheat when I play Monopoly. I always have like, money
they have a
hidden in my
cheater version,
pocket.
You're
right?
one of those.
They have a cheater version of the game. We have that too.
What?
Didn't they have
Yes.
a version of the game that kind of
Look it up.
failed? It's like, remember when the game tried to do credit cards?
No, they did.
Oh
we
yeah,
had, we had that
they
too.
did.
Those sucked because you just put the card in. It says player one, and you still have to type everything. It wasn't like a swiping thing or like.
Yeah.
I could do better. Just give me a computer.
Bad
and
advertisement. You just got rid of no, they're not going to show you that you're going to have to type the whole entire number
Right.
in
We're-
there and then
let's not teach our kids how to manage money in front of them. Let's just give them the card program where they just do this all day. No, they have a cheaters version. They have a Naruto version. They have a Star Wars. We've got like 12 of them.
I have the Dragon Ball Z and the Dragon Ball Super version of it.
Right. And where's Broly one of the characters in Super? If I remember right? That's it.
No, this is before the.
Oh,
This is
Before the
before
It's
Broly
pick
came out.
if you say the little characters, right? The board for that one.
I would have to go because I know exactly where it is, but it's behind like the way my room is like Tetris. It's behind the shelf, so I would have to go in there and like kind
break
of.
apart certain things.
No. I'd have to move some figures out of the way and then like go in
Oh,
there
it's
and like
behind
reach.
figures.
Yes.
Life isn't fair. Monopoly quotations every year. Nobody wins. Yep, I'm down for that one. That's Allcon too. Hey, what's up, Allcon?
So so for those of you that are watching that are attending Allcon, Geeks 5 Ever will be at Allcon this year. We finally got our approvals. I'm actually thinking about submitting a panel. I don't know. I think Anime Tyler Texas thing is closed, but I wanted to submit.
No, our
like,
panels are still submissions are still open right now.
how many did I? Do you know how many I submitted?
I don't. You can email programming@animetyler.com. Our programming manager Lika will be able to look that up. She's kind of like us. She works at multiple shows a year, so she works multiple different shows. So she's been a little late on getting responses back out on some of them because she was working a show, but she's caught back up. So hopefully she's reaching out to you guys. There was some of them that you guys submitted that we had to say no to.
Wait, why? We didn't submit any 18 plus.
Not you. Some of the people that were on this
Oh.
chat a while back, we had to say no to because it was rated R.
It says it though. Like, here's the thing.
Yours. I think you said that this was rated R, but we adapted to, and that's what I think it was fine with. There was one that was, and it may not have been from the show, but it was more adult than even Ushikon would have done. You know.
So like, there are some that we were going to adapt, but they're not. The quality. If I can't guarantee the entertainment quality of the panel, I'm not going to do it because it kind of, because that's what people are going to remember. Like, oh well, y'all hosted this panel and it was shit at the last con. So, all right, so like,
I mean, every panel can be good, can be bad. We're really excited to have you guys, everybody that's signed up through the Geeks 5. Damn it, the Geeks 5 Ever group. I keep dropping my water bottle. It just like randomly jumps off my table.
So here's the thing that people don't understand, like, and it's not just us, it's other panelists. There are panelists out there that have fans, they have followers, they have people that will specifically go to a convention just to see their content. Yeah. And like, do we have that? Yeah, we do. We have people that will, hey, are y'all going to this con? No, not this year. Oh, fuck that, I'm not going then.
I mean, part of the marketing for any convention is going to be the panelists too, right? Because they're going to tell their friends to come out. So, you know, but there's different levels, right? You have your guests, and you have what you call featured or professional panelists that this is what they do for a living. Take One is a great example of that. Vitamin H was a great example of that. They hone and they focus just on these panels. They do it. You guys probably in the same way become more like a professional panel because you come in ready to go and how it's going to work, versus some of these panels we can't have because we can't do psychology. Like we have a ban against psychology, like Naruto and what his problem is. Did he lose? You know, we don't want you're not a psychologist, you're not certified.
Exactly.
You're not going to tell me how I feel when Master Jiraiya died. Okay, you're not going to tell me. I know how I felt. You know.
So that's why so when we do
Spoilers.
the mental health awareness panel, we make sure that
I think that's the only one that we didn't approve because of that psychology piece to it. We have to be really careful about that.
Right. No, I get that, but it's really not a psychology panel. It's a panel where, because we hosted a ColossalCon every year and other conventions, and it's a panel where people that are going through bullshit.
Do you have a video of the panel?
No, we don't. To protect people, we don't record that. So the way it works at ColossalCon is we'll sit there and like, hey, like people will come up and share what they're going through, and then like we offer to like give them a hug, like look. All it is, to like abridge it, it's a panel where I tell people that need to hear, I'm proud of you. That's all it is.
That makes sense.
Because that's sometimes all you need to hear.
I would recommend putting together, and this is just, you know, from my experience, a lot of like really professional panelists will put together small video clips with either video of the panel, or they'll stand in front of a green screen, kind of do a layout of what it is and what they're doing, and maybe do a little hint to their conversation, like their opening piece. That actually goes a long way to tell a convention owner that you're not coming in and you're just doing this to doing one 30-minute or an hour-long panel to get a pass for a weekend. You're actually coming in to bring content to the attendees, because that's for a convention owner and convention runners and builders. That's all that matters, is what can we provide content-wise for the attendee that they will enjoy. It doesn't matter if you bring me 50 different panels. If only 2 of them bring quality content, are you worth investing, reimbursement, or worth investing hotel rooms in some conventions do, or even the passes themselves? Because a lot of panelists will just, and I'm not saying that it's less and less, but though I came to host a single panel and I need 17 passes because I have 17 people on my panel. No, I'm sorry.
Like, do they actually work with you, or this just your friends showing up?
Right. A lot of them is just, it's like this. It's like they will have a big group conversation with a bunch of people in a podcast kind of style, and they'll all tell stories and things that happen and what they think about a character or something.
So we rely, and I'll be honest with you, we rely on the panelist badges, which for the most part is 4. Like, that's the universal limit that you can get most. Like, they'll get most, like, it's 4 I mean, they have 4 badges for, depending on how many panels you do. Yeah.
Right. And if you go to our website, you'll see that we actually have rules breakdown of how much content you give and how much we see the value of badges in turn for hours of a product. And a lot of bigger conventions will do that. If you put in 3 hours of panels, then that's worth 2 or 3, 4 badges. I mean, I have some panelists that will put in, Vitamin H was a great representation back in the day. You could call them up on the fly and say, I need 2 panels to cover the night shift. And they're like, all right. And they open up literally a catalog that they have, and they go, we'll do this and this. They used to do like 60 hours of programming at, not 60 hours, but 20 hours of programming at one show, like a 4-day show. And then, not even ask for anything but food, hotel, and maybe travel.
So let me show you something real quick, because it's funny that you brought that up. Why did it move? Hold on. Window. So you mentioned the catalog, right?
Yeah. Yeah. See, there you go.
Like, and it doesn't just have the panel. It has the panel description, the rating, and the I
like category. How big about this is not a death battle debate.
This is not a death battle debate.
Yeah, like, because the reason why,
right?
And this is something before we went on the air. Like, I can tell you about all kinds of bullshit that I've been through. So we created the versus. We started off with Dragon Ball Z versus Naruto, and this is around the time when Death Battle was like starting to gain a lot of popularity.
Right.
And it just happened to be like a coincidence that, okay, we're doing versus panels and there's Death Battle, right? So our complete, I'm going to take this shit down before people, well, you know what? I don't care if people steal my panels. You could try to steal my panels. You can definitely try. I mean, we
have video evidence that these are your panels.
Yes, we have. Like, and here's the thing. Look,
you should list off the panels that you don't want to do anymore, and be like, somebody, please buy this by donating to the Cash App below, so you can order pizza. That thing. That's what you need, right?
Yeah. So even like the mental health one, it says right here, like, this is a support panel for everyone that has ever wanted to share what's on their mind or needs someone to speak to. We don't like.
See, those are from a convention side standpoint. Those mental awareness, like, those are great, but they're dangerous at the same time.
Yeah,
right. They are,
because yes, you will want to say, hey, if somebody just needs a hug or somebody talk to her, somebody say you're proud of you, that's great. But there is from a psychology point of view, there's a lot more. It's a lot more of a deeper problem that can be fixed in an hour-long panel. So most conventions, and I'm not saying all, a lot of them will let them happen. That's their choice. But a lot of conventions won't let those come through unless you are licensed and certified to understand that. And I hate to say this, and it's the reason why I still do conventions, is I do it for that one kid that got ignored, that was made fun of his entire life, beaten up because he likes anime, or ignored because he has something like maybe a social issue, or maybe he's autistic or has Asperger's or something that makes him different. Conventions, whether it's pop culture or anime. Anime has always been a big one for me. Doesn't matter. You like anime? So do I. You like Naruto? So do I. We're friends now? Yeah. Are we buddies now? Yeah. And have friends. My two boys grew up struggling with autistic tendencies. And my youngest breaks my heart every time he used to say this when he was a kid. He goes, why can't I find friends? It made me cry. Like, it broke my heart. But when you go to a convention, you see certain people that you know struggle with mental issues or have some kind of problem that stop them from, social anxiety issues, and are sitting with a group of people all talking about how much they love this episode or this, or the Gundam that they just saw built, or this, that panel they just went to, and suddenly they have friends. It doesn't matter how much drama, how much hate, how much my name gets trashed through the mud, how much, we're arguing and fighting, because that kid had a great time. And that kid had a great time. And this kid found friends. I'll do it. I will constantly keep doing it until I drop dead, for that reason only. And if you're not working a convention for anything other than yourself, then you shouldn't be working conventions. If you're not hosting conventions to provide something for these kids, you shouldn't be hosting or running conventions. If you're doing it just for money, getting paid's nice. Don't get me wrong. You earn it with your work. But you need to find what the deeper meaning behind it is, personally.
Yeah, just to kind of add to that, there's nothing wrong with the convention trying to make a profit.
I need a mirror right here. I am wonderful. I am great. I can do it. Sorry.
I watched the Papa Swolio videos on YouTube Shorts. He's just standing there with a cup of coffee, like his mug, and he's got like water or something in it. He's like, go to the fucking gym. Go to the fucking gym. All right, that's all the therapy I need. No, but there's nothing wrong with making a profit, because for one, it costs money to run these things, and if you want to run it again, you got to make money, right? These things don't run on hopes and dreams. I mean, I wish we would.
And then you got to pay all your guests and attendees and voice actors, and
you need to pay the people that you promised to pay, because they talk like you don't understand, like voice talent, panelists, volunteers, staff members, vendors. They all have their little circles where they talk around a water cooler like, fuck that con.
And I mean, you have those, and the worst part about a first year, and that includes us as well, is that we have a budget. We have to stay in line. I have at least 100 emails, because we asked people, what did you want to see? Who do you want to see? We got 100 emails, all these different guests lined up. We have been contacted by tons of guests that would love to come out and do a show. And I wish I had the budget to say, yes, I want you all. I want everybody, but we don't. So we have our 5 guests. Will we pick up another one? Probably not likely, but we'll see, right? Probably won't happen. Right? We're a first year. We're not in the largest conference center they have in Tyler is the Holiday Inn that we're hosted at. But we're not talking big rooms. Like, when you get to this, when you do your panel, one of our breakouts, it holds up to like 40, 45 people, right, in this little breakout room. But the way they built this hotel, the ceiling's right here. I could hit it in one of the breakout rooms. I can just poke it.
Wait, how tall are you?
6'2".
Fuck. Okay.
Fucking dick.
It's 7 feet tall. It's like right there. But it's okay, right? Because you got to start somewhere. The hotel's done amazing for us. They put an amazing deal for us. They made sure that our hotel rooms were discounted dramatically. They're normally like 160, 170. We got them for about 119 a night. And it's an enclosed pool. It'll be April, so hopefully it won't be stormy. It'll be nice. We'll have pool parties and stuff like that. People go swim and
heck yeah.
And then the one thing that we're doing that we're really excited about is that we're going to be having the hotel cater the event as well. So instead of going to buy like, $20 hot dog, or no, we're talking like, here's food for $1, $2, $5, like that range.
Oh, Costco.
Right there on right there on the convention floor. So you can go get it, drinks and stuff like that. Because they'll charge like $3 for a bottle of water. No, you're going to charge $1. Well, what about the other two? We're covering that. So the hamburger's $10. Well, it's $5. Why? We're covering $5 of that.
Okay.
So we have made sure that the food is there because it's the first year. We want to be able to people to eat.
I like that a lot.
All of our staff is going to be 100% fed, breakfast, lunch, and dinner from Friday night until Sunday night. So we'll make sure all our guests take care of. Like this isn't a problem.
Games?
Do what?
Hunger Games.
You said this isn't, and I'm like the Hunger Games.
PETA. I want a pita bread. Pita. Every time she yelled pita on there, I was just like, I want a pita right now. I'm really hungry.
Kind of reminded me of Lois. Pita.
Pita.
Pita. Yeah.
But here
Shut up, vile woman.
the con. This is the con's first year. I remember y'all. I remember because we've talked before. No, you've messaged me before because I was pissed off at a certain con that we're not gonna name, and then you messaged me, and you can go back on Facebook and you can check like, hey, so what the hell happened that made you so angry? And I think at the time, like
I just didn't want you to go all Hulk smash. I see your Facebook photos.
that. Okay, so that's now. Okay, back then it wasn't Hulk smash, but now it's like, yeah. I mean,
Now it's Hulk smash. Is what he's
and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Who is the character from? Oh my goodness, he bald little Full Metal Alchemist. He's just like shing.
Armstrong.
Yeah. Armstrong. That's what you could just be like, oh, you know.
I mean, I do have a brand new cosplay in the works for Anime Tyler, Texas.
Oh,
that's swole Dora. Yes.
Yeah, Dora the Destroyer. Hopefully, my games will be a little bit more defined.
is it is it, I don't know if he's Korean or not. I thought he was, but there's a Asian gentleman that's super bulked out that does that.
Yeah.
He's like, so I Dora, and then like little Dora's. Huh.
So remember, there's different.
Okay, hold on. Does that mean Assassin's gonna be your like?
No, well,
like
there's different
Swiper?
Doras. There's Dora the Destroyer, which is the Asian dude, the buff Asian dude. There's Dora the Explorer, the crazy white girl in the wig that travels between the multiverses, killing characters. There's Dora the Horror, which is the
Swiper, no swiping. We're gonna kill Swiper with a spoon.
There's Dora the Horror, which is the girl that like Dora needs a sugar daddy, and then she sleeps with this one guy, and he throws money at her. There's others. It's funny. It's hilarious. Look it up. It's on the.
Remind me not to put a fork full of food in my mouth when you're gonna make that.
You should know better than come on this show and eat. We had SJ.
I have not eaten all day, and when you were talking about food, and my son, my youngest son, who's wanting to be a chef, he's going to school to be a chef.
Oh, that's awesome.
Next year. He was like, I made spaghetti. I'm like, fantastic. I'll eat after. And he brought a bowl in. I'm like, leave it.
Can he like ship some food over here? Because I'm starving.
All I will say is that if he like does go all the way and like actually becomes a really good chef, it's gonna pay off later on.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You're gonna be fed for life at that point.
I saw that spaghetti. It looked great. I can't even make a damn sandwich. So that just goes to show you how much of an adult I'm successful at.
Well, look, the Dora universe, we'll call it now.
It's
The Doraverse. The DB is amazing, and I can see you right now. The Latino Dora comes across and be like, "F your walls."
So I already
Benny the Bull.
We put up a wall. It was fantastic. So Dora, what the hell?
So I already bought the shirt.
Dole multiverse lore.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh man, that's great.
I already bought the shirt.
Heck yeah.
And I found the booty shorts that I'm gonna wear.
Oh my god, the booty shorts. I forgot about the booty shorts.
I just want to point out this is where your pizza money went.
Look, don't be judging me, man.
I'm not judging. Hashtag judging.
There's the wig. There's the booty shorts.
Nice. You got the backpack?
Oh, so the backpack. Let me show you. It's on the Walmart. I found it on the Walmart website.
And you
I had to Google
her little monkey friend. You gotta find like a stuffed animal you can put on your shoulder or something.
I got a Mexican friend. I'll make it wear my
No, he'll have like a pair of boots. Where's boots? Right there. Timberlands, bro.
Literally just the red boots hanging on his shoulder.
What
happened to boots?
Ice Customs got them. You know what?
Hey man, you be nice to my. There's the backpack.
You be nice to my homie boots.
And this is for teens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I had to look it up. Like this is for teenagers because if I got the little kids one, it would not fit.
Oh, and it would probably look awkward too.
Yeah, because like suitable backpack for like toddlers. Like look that look at how small that child is.
Oh,
That
that's so
backpack
small.
is not gonna fit.
No, you'd have to like
You'd
redo the
snap
straps or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
like,
got
cut
the
it.
teen one.
Well, that's cool.
I'll do Dora the Destroyer. That's gonna happen.
That's gotta be your Saturday setup then.
I don't know if they approve my credit card. I might have it for Allcon, but that's
Let's get him dressed up as Dora. You can donate at Geeks 5 Ever, the Cash App, not only for pizza now, pizza will be first. You'll get Dora the Destroyer, Luchador edition.
Yeah.
Oh my God, if you can find a color match of Luchador Dora.
I mean,
Soy Dora!
I-
baby steps. Let's just see how
baby
this
steps.
one goes.
Let him build up.
Today's
to it.
leg
no,
day.
we're playing this whole thing.
Today's leg day. I'm working on my thighs. So, but I will wear Macho Man to the con.
Heck
nice.
yeah. Oh yeah, Bonesaw is ready.
If you can't tell, those boots do not fit me. If you
See, we
look
gotta
closely,
do it. Get you for a whole 3 minutes of playtime.
No, I do that all the time. So I do this whole like I'm in character when I'm wearing the cosplay.
Hell yeah.
I was at the Renaissance and it was like 1001 Dreams. And they're like, Macho Man, like, what you doing here? Oh yeah, Macho Man tell you something, brother. This weekend is 1001 Dreams, and the Macho Man wakes up from dreaming about laying the smackdown the Hulk Hogan's candy ass. That shit sucks though whenever I do it. Yeah, so
But you gotta get the fingers right, man, and you gotta get the shake on.
Oh no, I do this whole like this turn and like this poses and everything, and it sucks because like I will do the character and to do the voice, you just got to sound like you're trying to crap your pants.
Take a giant shit like, oh, you're coming out right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Snap into a toilet, yeah.
Oh yeah, 'cause somebody so,
Snap
like,
a Slim Jim.
at Comic-Con, somebody was like, "Oh, that's a great cosplay. Let the Macho Man tell you the Macho Man doesn't cosplay. The Macho Man is the Macho Man." So yeah.
The strain on his voice.
Yeah, but it
kind of gets down there a little deep when you gotta force it through a thing. No, it's all good. I just got a message like, did you already talk about Anime Tyler? No, we haven't. So,
this is we are talking about Anime Tyler. We're talking about what I'm gonna wear.
We talked a little bit, and then I guess they just joined in, and we're going, oh yeah.
No. But this is what I'm wearing to the con. Like I am gonna wear.
It's going to be a week after WrestleMania, so you're going to see some wrestling, content.
I might even, bring this out.
Oh, jeez. Where did your Pokemon go? He evolved to ghost mode. That's so wrong, but funny at the same time. Like that's
my audience whenever I show that picture.
Where's your Pokemon? Where did it go? And then you just have the leash floating. Oh, it's there.
Gotta bash them all. Yes, it did.
Yep.
A little bit, just a tiny bit.
But to talk about like I never got to finish the story. So, but
yeah.
we're going to talk a little bit about panels. The reason why we have very elaborate descriptions for our panels now, because as a panelist, I've learned that the description of the panel sells the panel. Like not just the description, the name. That's why we have such like out there names. Like literally one of them's called Super Adult Karaoke. What's super about it? Nothing. It's the marketing.
Bam, you're hooked.
We are gonna have karaoke. I usually host it at the shows I do because we play everything. But yeah, we are gonna do karaoke / kind of like a dance party. Mm-hmm. One of the things we're trying to do right now for a panel, I guess, from a convention side is, the better question to ask your attendees and you yourself here, your fans. How often do you go to dances?
I'm usually the one hosting karaoke, so never.
No, not karaoke. dances,
No, I'm
raves.
saying,
that
yeah.
they don't have.
So,
You usually go because you never go because you're usually hosting the other side karaoke, right?
mhm.
But when you go to a dance or a rave, and there's like 5 people and they're, doing peanuts, nobody goes in, right?
That's because they're on. That's because of the extracurricular activities.
Activities that they're
before
on.
show. I would be dancing like Charlie Brown too.
That better not be on the floor, damn it. You can get your hotel room by going to animetyler.com/hotels. Book your hotel today so you can do the opposite direction of what this is.
Yeah, come.
Yes,
I
that's
just
what I
booked
mean.
my
Thank you so
room.
much for the message. I appreciate that. Yes, that does mean go have sex. Yes, that's very blunt. Yes.
Wait,
I've got a whole side conversation going on over here.
Sorry, what?
Oh,
Yeah. Did you? Somebody messaged me and goes, "Do you mean sex?" Yes, that's what it meant.
I mean,
We're not adults here.
I don't know about the sex part.
He's like, I don't know. About
Not in the
sex,
convention
but-
floor. Please go take it to your hotel room.
That's what the bathroom's for.
No.
That's what the family
Not at
bathroom is
this is
for.
a family-friendly show.
That's
sir.
that's what the family bathroom is for. You're in there making a family.
God.
Oh.
I think our guest walked. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, he's questioning.
Like,
he's now questioning.
If he
He's
made
like-
a mistake coming on the show.
No, I made no mistake. I'm questioning. I want to do podcasting again because I'm having too much fun.
Well, here's the thing. Like, no,
and we shared this on Anime Tyler's social media. So if a parent's watching, going, "I wonder if I should take my child," we're talking about sex.
We're
Well,
in a
how do you
family
think their
bathroom.
child was made? The stork didn't just drop it off.
We have a disclaimer. Things that are said on this particular podcast do not formally represent Anime Tyler or any Anime Tyler associates. They're rated M for what?
Mature audiences
Audience.
only. Making the podcast. I actually have a disclaimer ready.
You should.
all the shows.
I had to have one for mine. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the opinions expressed on this show, the Geeks 5 Hour Podcast, do not necessarily reflect those of the other admins, sponsors, or guests of the show. If you have any complaints, hit us up at geeks5hour@gmail.com.
But by sending $5, he will not say the F word for 5 minutes.
I will actually. So one of our producers who joined like our team was like, "Hey man, you got to stop cussing for advertisers." So we started the
swear jar.
yeah, actually that's kind of what it is. And that didn't last very long. It lasted for like
Is that just
4
this
or 5
show?
months. It was. We started it last year and we did it for like 4 months.
Because we've said like curse words like more than 20 times.
I know
since
this
we
is for
started.
today. Yeah, this is for today's show.
This is for today. Oh no.
Well, shit. I mean, I just want to see 22. I hate numbers.
8 odd numbers.
I hate odd numbers. So please.
Really? Right in front of my elote?
Oh, that sounds so good right now too.
Oh, hold on. No, wrong picture.
Still,
Dude, always.
you're just making yourself more
Oh,
hungry
shut
here.
up.
Just FYI.
I'm starving. I can't make myself.
Okay, please donate to this man. He's
That's
starving.
right. I've been drinking some of that dumbass water.
Yep. Seems
Is
about
that-
right.
That counts as a curse word. So now we're at 23. We're at odd again. Fuck. There. Oh,
Yeah.
feel better.
No, the cuss word counts only for me.
Son of a bitch.
So like, but so
Just
we are a
trying to keep
mature
him
audience
accountable.
podcast. The
Right,
show
right.
is family friendly, which is, I think, here's the thing: a lot of people give cons shit for being family friendly.
So you're right. They do. A lot of them are like, well, I want more adult things. So two reasons why we went this direction. One, we're a first year show. Okay. And we definitely want families in Tyler and surrounding areas to come out. You're also you're in Texas, right? You're also in Tyler, Texas, which is part of the Bible Belt a little bit. So if I come in there and be like, hentai, Yuri, Yowie, everything, I will probably see nobody from Tyler's community show up.
Yep.
It's already a niche market. It's a gaming market. There are a lot of friends out there.
My
My
broke.
Port broke. I like that. So we definitely kept it to wholesome, family friendly. But let me tell you what's happening in the future. with the success of Anime Tyler, we will be looking to do another show, hopefully November, if not 2026, early 2026. Bringing in Tyler a Comic-Con, a new one. With that, we're also looking to expand into other shows in other cities. And as we get out of, say, like Waco, Austin, Houston, Dallas, whatever, we can do the more adult shows to it. So, but we got to make sure this is successful. Unfortunately, the only way we're successful is with, people showing up, with our fans coming in and supporting the show. We're investing a lot of personal income into this to make sure that it doesn't come off and be like, hey guys, welcome to DashCon. There's a ball pit. Have fun. That's not happening.
DashCon. Oh my god.
Yeah, for those, that's a throwback for some of y'all. I don't even think you were even going to conventions yet, Mr. Assassin.
No.
That's like early.
No, but I did hear about a lot of drama.
Everyone's heard about DashCon. Everyone's heard about.
It's a meme.
It like, unfortunately though, if you are in a lighthouse community that like to be called a lighthouse Matsuri, you're now worse than DashCon.
Well, there's a lot of Matsuris that aren't bad out there. There's one in Florida that's not bad. The Holiday Matsuri. There's a Matsuri in Canada, actually, and there's one overseas in England they do.
Oh, wow.
That's fairly new, actually. It's, I can't remember what it's called.
We'll call it Canada Matsuri.
Canada Matsuri.
Canadian Matsuri.
Matsuri.
Your leaves are red.
So when it comes to, but the family friendly thing, because you brought up like this one has to be successful. If it is, we'll do more shows that are like more mature audience. I think I don't have.
All this is a question you're going to ask, right?
Well, no, I was going to say I don't have a problem with the family friendly thing. Because I look at it from a business standpoint, like look at the WWE. Remember, I don't know if you ever watched WWE, but in the 90s and like early 2000s, it was the Attitude Era, right?
I'm from Dallas, Texas. I was here when the Sportatorium was still around. I got to see Stone Cold Steve Austin when he had hair live.
Great.
Okay, back in there. I got to see Undertaker when he wasn't the Undertaker and he had red hair everywhere and he just looked like a weird tall pube man. I mean, he did. Let's be honest. I mean, but Iceman, the Von Erichs, all of them. Like I was there ringside watching him. He's kicking his ass, Grandma.
So I am
a wrestling fan for a very long time.
I've been a wrestling fan since 2001, but I did watch some of the stuff from the
You're
Attitude
a
Era.
baby. How dare you? If you've never seen.
Well, I watched it at the ass end of the Attitude Era. When Stone Cold was chugging beers and beating up his boss, living the dream. And I remember JR going, by God, he's beating him like a government mule. Oh, the steel chair to the side of the head. Oh, damn it. And here's the thing, though. WWE was very mature, but now look at it now. It's very family friendly. It's PG. They're making a ton of money.
Yeah.
They are. Well, they had to shift because the culture shifts. So they shift to PG. That's where John Cena came in and became, I'm your hero. I'm your Goku. Right. That's literally what he was.
Even though everybody wanted to hate him.
They did. You want to hate Goku. The man really rarely ever loses.
Goku loses all the time.
Super Cena. Now he's losing all the time. Yeah. I'm hoping he turns heel at this point.
No, in Dragon Ball, Goku lost every world tournament. There was 3 world tournaments. He lost the first 2. Finally won. When he finally won, it was the end of the series.
Yeah.
He didn't beat Cell. He didn't beat Majin Buu without the Spirit Bomb.
Hold on. He stopped fighting Cell. He tagged in his partner, which was his son. So it's Eddie Guerrero. Excuse me. It's Rey Mysterio Jr. and Dominic all over here. That's why Dominic hates him because he's just like, thanks, Dad.
I thought you were gonna say like Eddie Guerrero and like Chavo Guerrero. I'm like, no, you can't. Yeah. You can't compare Gohan to Chavo. Gohan won. But
Chavo, buddy, if you're watching from my Facebook feed, I'm sorry. You're a really good wrestler. You're a good trainer. He's a friend of mine. So yeah. I would give you come to Anime Tyler. I'll let you do a live show.
I would like to meet Chavo. Like
Chavo versus Dora.
Let's go. Like, no, I was a fan of Los Guerreros. was a huge fan of Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, if anybody was.
I have his book. I bought it when it came out, and I read it because I
Eddie
was
Guerrero or Chavos? Because Chavo wrote a book too.
no, I read Eddie's. I didn't know. I didn't get Chavos because I didn't know he had a book.
It's about Eddie, but yeah.
Right. So I got the one about Eddie.
Mhm.
I even like my like character because when I do shows, when I do cons or the podcast, like well, my persona is also kind of a little bit high. I am in real life, but not completely. Right. I
Mhm.
always joke about, oh yeah, we're gonna go steal from the Walmart. You know, I'm gonna scan a tomato. I'm gonna run out of that bitch with a PS5. I don't do that crap, especially right now with ice around the corner. I mean, what? But no, like the whole, like I've literally based my persona at conventions off of two people, Eddie and George Lopez.
Oh God.
Oh God.
That is why I'm constantly making jokes. I'm constantly like trying to roast people, and I'm constantly like Viva la, I'm always yelling
Viva la
Viva la
raza."
raza. And
I lie, I cheat, I steal. You're
So-
wait, officer.
Sir.
that almost happened. That almost happened at Anime Matsuri when the
no.
1 year, because when we
Go
didn't
figure.
know this, but Hillary Clinton was doing like a convention gathering at the hotel we were staying at.
No.
At the Marriott
was?
we were staying at. Hillary Clinton. This was right around the time she was getting ready to run for president.
Oh,
Which
no.
time?
The first time. I mean,
Okay.
when Captain Orange won the election.
Oh no.
No, because he hadn't won yet. Or she no way, I think he already won. This was like 2017. I don't know. I don't really give a shit about politics, but she was there, and I was wearing my Mexico outfit, my poncho, sombrero, all my gear, and I go, hey, let's go down to the lobby because
Oh, I know where this is heading.
So I went to the lobby, and people start clapping and cheering, telling me, "Oh, thank you." And this, I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
They thought
Like,
you were
what-
a protester, didn't they?
They fucking
not
thought I was a protester, and they're over here thanking me and shit, taking pictures. I'm like, "What the fuck? You act
My
like I've never seen a Mexican before."
Look,
I bet
my-
you were on the newspaper or some shit.
no,
So-
my
That point.
favorite was actually. Sorry, I got to cut you off because you talk about walking up. Akon, this was when we were in downtown Sheraton. They had protesters outside. We hold up the Bible saying this is abomination. And somebody cosplayed Jesus walked up and goes, "My son," and started preaching because the guy that played like a religious nut, he knew everything about it, but he's just like, the Bible says the Bible. Bitch, I wrote it. I was just like, yes, this is so great to watch. He was
So-
behind people like this.
I
He's
wrote
like,
it.
it's okay.
I wrote it.
He was
So-
partying the crowd.
I think you'll
Oh.
be happy to know that my story also includes protesters.
Oh no.
So, because I know about the Christian protesters, I know all about them. I see them all the time. I'm like, first off, homeboy, Jesus wasn't white, so you need to get out of here. But I walk outside, and there's protesters, and they have fucking signs, and one of them has a sign that says "Latinos for Trump." I'm like, these are some weird ass Christian protesters. They
Did
have
they
a
see you
bunch
and be
of
like,
Trump
our
shit.
spokesperson is here.
And like, I walk outside and then
Oh,
I'm like
no.
trolling them because I think they're Christian protesters. I didn't
Oh,
think they were
no.
political
Oh,
protesters.
no.
Oh,
So I
no.
started trolling the shit out. Hey man, you better stop that. I'm not gonna buy your land no more. I'm yelling this, orale, orale, and then, bro,
I get
I
in my head. I
was gonna
kind of the movie Friday. I'm an Aztec warrior. Ah,
yeah,
no more locked doors. That's what I'm hearing in my head.
yeah, kind of like that, like,
Locked doors
but-
make me crazy, man. I tell you what. That's my George Lopez channel right there. That's him. I love George Lopez. He's funny.
but like hundreds and hundreds and fifties are in those. No, I'm gonna stop. But here's the thing. So I'm fucking with them, thinking that they're Christian protesters, and
God.
everyone's with me. My friends are with me. They're recording it,
Oh.
and then I
yeah.
turn around. They're all gone. They all disappeared. I do a full 360. Orale, and as I turn, I see two cops. Oh, how you doing, officer?
Orale, yeah, orale, go back to the border.
I'm all like, orale, huh? Oh shit, hi officer.
Oh,
How
shit,
may I
they
be of
got-
assistance?
They got Paco. Run.
That's what my friend said. They got Jesse. Run.
They got
They
Armando. Run.
legitimately questioned
Don't worry, I'll
me.
take care of your clients. They say.
They legitimately questioned me and like,
Oh,
hey, what are
man.
you doing
Wait,
here?
this is
Got you
this was
down
in
and everything.
this is
This
in
was-
Matsuri, right?
This
You said
was
Houston?
across the street from Anime Matsuri.
Oh, okay. So you
Holy.
were over there by that. Well, I guess it used to be a restaurant that was over there then.
So
I
okay,
forget what
so
year it was.
the
But
Georgia,
yeah.
it was the Marriott that connects to the Georgia, not the Hilton, the Marriott that connects to the. We were in front of the Marriott, and they were at they were across the street at the Discovery Park. They were right across the street, and so the cops are questioning me like, "Hey, so I'm like, oh, well, hey, man, I'm here for the Comic Con. I don't know why they're here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here for the comic book con, like anime, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z. You ever heard of that? Yeah, I'm an anime. I lied to that cop. Oh, yeah, I'm an anime
Yeah.
character.
I'm Captain Latino, man. What you
That's
want?
that's right. And like I even brought up Hitaya. Like, oh yeah, I'm from Hitaya. Yeah, these characters are based on country. And so,
anything to get out of
bro,
What's the anime about? It's about countries.
so like he told me like, hey, you can't be here. Like
you can't be
'cause
here.
like on the sidewalk. I'm like, well, I'm a guest here, and I valet park.
Right.
I was waiting for them to bring my car around because I
Man,
think
you straight up lied to that cop.
no,
Good Lord.
no. We did valet park because this is downtown Houston where most parking spaces don't have in and out privileges.
Yep.
Right.
So we do. It's $20 more expensive, but you have the in and out privileges. Like if we want to go get food, we can just get the car, hop in, go get food, come back, and
Or I can walk.
not downtown.
Oh yeah.
I mean, plus I had panels. I didn't
You
have
just you got to walk with a group. If you walk by yourself, then yeah, you're in trouble in Houston. But if you walk as a group, you'll be fine. Most
my
of them,
group abandoned me. I was in
They
trouble
just
regardless.
left them there.
well, yeah, you were being questioned by a cop, and I'm sure somebody's like, "Dude, I'm holding." Don't want that, especially downtown Houston. Those guys have to deal with drama all the time. Respect
So,
to them, right?
I
A lot of drama down there in downtown
exactly.
Houston.
Right.
yeah.
That's why I was respectful. I didn't fuck with the cop. Like, hey man, like I'm just
here for a
fucking with
convention.
him. Like I admitted to him, like I'm just.
There's
fucking-
a lot of cops that we've worked with at different conventions. They love it. Like a lot of them have never seen this up front. Like they'll get hired to come and they're like, "What is this?" I'm like, "It's an anime convention." It's like, "What is this? Is she wearing? Is that Chun-Li from Street Fighter?" I'm like, "Sure is." Man, I want to get a picture of her. I was like, "Well, go ask her." He's like, "Really?" And then walk up and be like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And then she's like, "Yeah." And she hikes her leg up over his head, and he's just like, "Can you take a picture?" You never see a cop more nervous. Like he's in a lineup. He's just like,
where the cosplayer's the nervous one. Oh God, he's got
no,
a gun.
he's got the cosplayers like the one I'm particularly talking about. She was dressed up as a very sexy version of Chun-Li
Yeah.
from Street Fighter, but she was covered. Nothing was showing, but she also had
Do
the
a
ability
high
to put her legs straight up, like she was an actor. She was in martial arts for real. So she did a high super kick over this cop's head. They're about the same height, and he's just like,
Oh shit. I'm gonna get my ass
and
kicked.
he's like, "Can you take a picture?" So he's taking a picture. He's got his hands. He's making sure his hands in front of him. just like a really weird mugshot. Like
I'm totally not.
He's
Then he
probably
got
thinking
it.
like, oh shit, my wife
Not
is gonna
guilty.
see this.
Oh no, he walked around every cop and goes, "Look what I got." That's Chun-Li, bro. It's like the best Chun-Li I've ever seen.
I mean, like the cops normally aren't assholes if you
No.
are cool with them. That's why, like, I didn't fight the cop. I'm like, hey, look, yeah, like,
First
I
off, that
told
would have
him,
been the dumb. We wouldn't even have a show if you fought the cop. They'd just be like, coming to you live from penitentiary.
from the Houston jail.
I'm on a
mean-
cell phone that Jose smuggled up his rear.
No, I mean, yeah, it could be because South Park Mexicans still really like. I don't support him whatsoever, but he's still releasing songs, and you could tell he's recording that shit over a phone.
No, it just reminded me of the episode of South Park where Cartman went to jail and brought a board game in for the guy. Hey, the corner stack. Sorry.
So
This
there you go.
conversation got so skewed. I apologize because I've been messaged like 4 times. Yes, we are going to talk more about Anime Tyler. It's a long show. Chill,
It's a 2-hour show. We
chill,
do go
daddy.
off-
I mean, sorry.
No, but
It's all about comedy here.
we're talking about panels. We're talking about like well, because like the reason
It's all about entertainment. So
right, we're talking about entertainer, right? But
yeah,
like I don't even know how we got to that fucking story. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Because we were talking about like the distance between like the different panels and stuff, and dressing up as like a luchador and stuff.
Right. Okay. So yes, because we were
That's
talking
how
about
we
panels.
got here.
Yeah, we were talking about panels.
Yes.
Okay.
Jesus.
So
Yes.
here's the thing. Here is the thing. When it comes
All
to panels,
here and then over here,
And then just
and right down
all of
there,
them is all over there.
I do
somewhere in that house right there.
Yeah.
I have a bad habit of not attending other people's panels.
Oh, I thought you were saying about skewing off topic. I was like, I have ADHD.
Oh no,
so do I.
I am always going off topic. Like that is.
Ooh, look,
normal
something
here.
shiny.
It's like, hey, he's like,
Children's
like,
cardboard. Where?
we could literally be sitting here and be like, oh yeah, so when you're cosplay, make sure you use this type of seam. Oh hey, remember the time I electrocuted myself? But when it comes to panels, right? And we're talking about my character. Like I create a character that I kind of become when I host panels, when I do shows, when I do stuff like that. And people are like, why do you do this? Like, because most panelists don't do that. I'm like, well, go to a panel, go to any panel. Hi, welcome to my panel. It's about this, that, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, I'm already bored. Right. And like when we do karaoke, I made sure to like implement like extra into it, because one thing as a panelist, I've noticed that you'll always notice when people walk in and walk out of your panel room, that it's like you can't help but you could have a packed room, 500 people, which I've had, and I've noticed every single person that walked out in the middle of the show. And like that's why I started doing like these characters, like whenever I do an introduction, ladies, and then we can thank Jimmy, who's one of the staff members for UshiCon, for this. I started doing my name is King Mexico, and I am the most chaotic panelist and podcast host.
I thought he was
in
going
all of
certified
Texas.
G, and I'll let you.
Bonafide.
And this is Big Cass, and he's 7 feet.
Oh no,
tall.
we
I thought
came
you were
up
going
with
that-
our
And you
own brand.
can't.
Like we came up like my name.
and he
is
speaks Spanish, and you can't learn that. You know?
we actually did come up with something like that. We were
Y'all
gonna use
should
it
do
in the
something like
panel.
that, just as like
Like my
opening
name
for
is
this.
Penzo Bismol.
My name is Pencil.
My name is Cero Dinero.
And you can't panhandle, you know, right?
So I mean,
Sorry, we
I
just
think-
go off track.
no,
My
no, no, it's
apologies.
fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. My mom had to ask me a question. It's the reason. So when you do an elaborate introduction, you kind of set the tone of the show,
Right.
because like we do terrible fan fiction, we do other panels, and I don't have a setup. I have so much respect for Suffering, who has PowerPoints. Like his panels are pretty educational. They're really good. And I've actually learned something. I have respect for Zeros to Heroes because they have like this, they have great panels, right? Our panels, like I have to have a handler. Hey Jesse, you gotta be at this panel at 3. All right, cool. So we show up. All right, what panel?
That's
is
just to keep you on track.
Right. They tell me, okay, you have to be at this panel at 3. Okay, what time is it? 2:30. Okay, let's start walking down there. All right, what panel are we hosting? He's like, you're hosting Dragon Ball. All right, cool. All right, welcome to, like, you know, and like, I don't do setups. I absolutely don't do setups. I don't do scripts.
Well, no, everything should be ad lib. I mean, that's what this is. If you think this was scripted and we wrote this,
No, like literally, we had like Tom Ruger, who created Animaniacs, on the show, and he's like, is there like a script or a list of questions that you're going to ask me? I'm like,
I mean, guidelines like this first half hour, we're going to talk about A, B, C, and D. Second half, we'll go this. It's to move this thing along, because we used to do the same thing on our podcast show, like What Up DS, which is us on YouTube. We would literally host 3-hour-long sessions of just adult content comedy, because we wouldn't know when to stop. So we'd start with like a couple hundred people watching, end up like 5 still laughing and watching with us. Half of them are like, I had to go to bed, or Game of Thrones came on, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. But with this one, the reason why, and this is for anybody that's interested in doing their own show, the reason why we do we give them like, okay, we'll ask these first 3 questions, and after that we'll just leave it to the audience to participate. Bro, we lit him once he got comfortable, he went off on like how much he hated the reboot. He's like, I'm not involved. My kids aren't involved. He didn't say it this way, but he was like, fuck the reboot.
You know, for any cartoon that gets rebooted, I mean, look at Ninja Turtles. It's my favorite of all time. I am a hardcore Ninja Turtle fan. I don't have, can't see that artwork, but I have hand drawn and graphics all over my room with Ninja Turtles. I grew up with the comics in the original series in the 80s, where suddenly you're like, wait, that's Donatello's voice coming out of Raphael because they messed up, right? You knew that was going to happen. I loved the Nickelodeon. I loved the Nickelodeon revamp of it. I'm not too big a fan of the Mayhem, the new one, right? But I still watched it. It's just not going to register. The live action one where they brought in the female turtle. At first, I was like, that's kind of cool. As I got older, I was just like,
as a kid, that's cool. As an adult,
as an adult, I don't know if they should have gave it boobs.
I don't know. I watched the first live action, and then when I heard that there was a second one, I just kind of I'm done.
But so to kind of like,
until you watch Ninja Turtles concert, and there was a concert, you can look it up, and watch, the really weak Shredder going, I'm gonna fight you. And you had to all sing in the crowd to beat the turtles, or have the turtles come back and beat Shredder. Like when you were a kid, watch that, you're like, power, and you're singing along. We get older, you're like, God, this sucks.
No wonder I was grounded after the show. But like to add the reason why we talk about this, and this is for the audience, it's because panels are there. So I believe that the heart and soul of cons are events and panels.
I would
I'll tell you what. Let me tell you why. Because the lifeblood, because there's a difference between the heart and soul and the lifeblood. The blood of the con are the volunteers. Because without blood, your body could not survive. Without volunteers, most cons would not survive.
I'm loving these dramatic pauses.
And the foundation is the staff. That's why. Because without a good foundation, you don't have a leg to stand on. And without the heart, without the
we need
blood,
like music in the background right now.
Oh, I got you. That they actually added that.
Yeah, just sound effects.
In the arms of the angel, something. Not just more like you're waiting to load in the queue, kind of a
elevator.
Music. So that doesn't work either. No. The music on here sucks. Oh, cinematic. Hold on, let's try this one.
Cinematic.
It doesn't have the drums.
Hang on, let me see if I still have this set up here.
I'm not getting ready for a fight.
Oh yeah.
Sci-fi.
One man, one. No, that's not right.
Oh, like
Michael Bay. Explosions.
I truly believe, and people can disagree with me. I mean, you have a different opinion. I can respect that, but I believe
volunteers and staff. You're absolutely right. That is, for me, that's if we're going to put it into an anatomy complex, right? The blood of a convention is the attendees, the fan base, because they're moving constantly around your con. So you got to look at them like that. They are that. The staff is the organs that hold it, the stomach, the whatever. You got the brain, that's your leadership or whatever. But if you're going to put it in anatomy purposes, they're your muscle, they're your main organs that make sure that blood continuously flows correctly and everything's working right. That's how I would perceive it in anatomy form. Of course, cells at work suddenly popped in my head. So as we were talking about this,
like the reason
if you don't have the fan base and you don't have the attendees, I don't care how much volunteer staff you have. I don't care how much paid staff. I don't care how many. It doesn't matter if nobody shows up, but you can't get there without the staff. They are 100%, and you need to respect them more than and as I say, more than leadership in a sense. I rather a volunteer who sat on a door for 3 or 4 hours to hold it down be presented on stage as being, hey, this guy stood up and made sure you guys were safe, versus, hey, this guy made the show. I don't care. I don't need the accolade for that. My accolade is seeing all you guys enjoyed. I'd rather you go say thank you to that guy who stood at the door to make sure that, no kid got in this 18 plus panel held by the illegal Mexican guy that was talking about Pornhub. Is it for you or no?
I mean,
I saw that in your queue, so I didn't know if that was a thing.
oh, the Pornhub?
What?
It wasn't there. I was just joking.
No, it's like
I like how you went to go look. Like,
He's
really?
like, hold on, wait, what did I?
no, because one of our running jokes is like, oh, when we end the show, we are like, oh, you can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us live on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Pornhub,
You can stream on Pornhub. It's a thing. Not in Texas, but you can.
Not in
iHeartRadio.
Texas anymore.
You can find us on the television of your local crack house.
Why does your my VPN says I'm from Canada? No.
But
Yeah.
I mean, here's and I think
It takes a village is a good concept to too.
it's a body. It's a body. It's a full functioning body because the human body is complex, and a convention is complex, and without panels, because there's a lot of cons nowadays without panels or events or anything like that, right?
Mhm.
And to me, honestly, this is my opinion, by the way. This doesn't reflect Anime Tyler, Texas, or anybody else that associates with Geeks Forever. To me, they're glorified flea markets.
Some of them, yeah, that like Comic Cons are kind of like that in a sense, and I don't mean all. I'm just using it as a general term because it's a lot of like. There's a Badly in the same weekend as us is in Houston. It's called Collecticon, which is a big just go get merch dealer room stuff. We worked really hard to make sure our dealer room actually has a wide variety. We've got manga, we've got figures, we've got t-shirts, we have tons of artists that come out. We made sure we went through all of them to kind of find a uniqueness so that there's not the same thing like sticker, 3D. We kind of stayed away from that. We really pushed, and the community's been great. We had over 150 applications that came in for our exhibit hall. So many that we were still behind and playing catch up on answering some of them and saying, thank you, but no thank you. Which is great because we'll be able to do something with them. Hopefully, if we do another show, we can reach back out and say, hey, we have more room.
So you brought up Collecticon, and this is how much we believe that you guys will do great. Collecticon's in Houston.
Right.
We live in Houston. And we're choosing Tyler over. I got to sit in the car with my friend who listens to Ghostbusters theme songs for 4 hours. He listens to like his play because
so if you drive through North Houston, there's this place called Greenville. It's a psych ward. Drop him up there and have him checked out.
He listens to like theme songs of old cartoons. Like he likes old shit. Well, he's all about old shit. Like he's younger than me, and he's all about like the 80s and 70s.
X-Men to me.
He has questionable taste in music. Some of his music I like. Like we are both fans of the Bee Gees. Like I love the Bee Gees.
I can't play audio over this. Could I? Can I? Yes, I can. I can totally play audio over this. I'm pretty sure I can.
Take it down.
Not in my mouth, just on my face.
Did y'all get that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that was from our old podcast. That was our Julie Rose. She made a comment. We clipped it.
Stop the cap.
That was not the right one. I was trying to say bruh.
Dragon. Okay, we're talking like an old movie. I still will drive and jam out to the got that flow. I will still jam out to the entire soundtrack. I will still jam out the power line from from the Goofy movie. Come on.
Heck yeah.
Come on.
I mean, we're choosing Anime Tyler, Texas over Collecticon and Sonic is going to Collecticon, so we are going to review them.
Wait, Sonic's going to Collecticon?
Sonic is going to Collecticon.
Don't go. No, that's fine.
Gotta go fast.
It's because
he'll run through the cosplay. Gotta go fast.
It's so difficult. Like it's such a pain in the ass to.
Is Sonic doing panels out there?
No, they don't. I don't think they do panels.
I don't think so. So Sonic, go out there for a day. Come on out.
I think he's going to use the Geeks Forever press because we're going
for Collecticon.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can't always travel, work and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's news.
That's news to me. Lol.
It's a pain in the ass for us to go to any cons like because we have to coordinate. Like I can't attend all the cons, and he'll go
Well,
to
I
the
mean,
ones
you
I
have
can't
to
go
kind
to.
of, keep your habit up that's behind you, which is buying figures. At the same time, you probably
Well,
need
we
if
lose
you if
we
you
lose money
well, of course,
when we go to cons
yeah.
because we don't charge anything.
Well, I mean, it's really rare you'll find panelists that aren't considered to be what they call professional panelists, which means your catalog that you had, you're going to need images and video and things like that to represent. And probably, and my recommendation is build a site around it. Hey, this is what we offer. This is our podcast. Build a multi-stage website. Which, if you need help, that's what I do.
That costs money, sir. I'm over here begging for like $20 so I can get a pizza.
Let's reference. My pronouns are broke and poor.
For those of you wondering, you want to donate?
Please, good sir, spare the extra change.
In all seriousness,
Oh,
I'll
I
see what
thought you
can
were
do.
going. Didn't you tell me you were going? I'm like, now he's telling me. That's news to me. I thought you said you were going. That's why I threw you under the bus. Nah,
I'll see.
we coordinate. Like, okay, hey, are you going to this con? Okay, I'm not going to go to it. So, because we can't both apply for press, right? So we have to coordinate what cons we're going to go to. But it's one of those, like, this is the first year where we normally don't do cons in March. Like, we normally don't do April or May because we have WrestleMania and there's usually nothing in May anymore. that
It's gonna be May. Sorry, it's all I have in my head.
Yeah. So anime, like, this is the first time in years that I'm going to a convention in April.
We got really lucky with the April dates. So Tyler is known as the Rose City capital of Texas because they have all these different colored roses that bloom out there during the April timeframe. So it's usually pretty busy. They have a lot of tourists that come into town. Most of the venues and hotels are always all booked up. But when we came into the agreement, they had a couple of dates. We had the weekend before, the weekend after. We chose the last weekend because we didn't want to compete against, at the time, there was nobody really else promoting that they were on that weekend day we are. Now we have Collecticon, and then the only other one was in Las Vegas, which is a really big show, but they were so far away, and we're first year, and we're not like trying to compete. It's like us trying to compete against like AX, right? It's big difference, right? No.
Yeah.
But come to find out, I think it's WeebCon is the weekend before us now up here in Dallas. So it's a good thing we didn't try to do that weekend because that would have really because a lot of our team also works at WeebCon as well because it's a great show as well.
Which we want to do after, not to get into it, but what happened last year, we want to help them. So we talked about possibly doing stuff with them. We did talk to a couple people.
Should get them on the show.
I will contact them. We're not that many episodes. Like this episode, we took a break last week. We're only like on the Monday show, I think we're only 6 or 5 episodes in, and on the Wednesday show, this is our second episode.
Oh, well, I feel blessed.
So, I mean, well, it was either you or the bodybuilders for Gains 5 Ever.
Damn.
Could it have been like positive? No, just throw me into the bus.
No, because I don't know. Okay, not to break the fourth wall and go into the backstage shit, but we were supposed to do this last week, sir.
There's a Nintendo Switch 2 hands-on event in Dallas the weekend of Anime Tyler at play. Oh, wow. That's all right. I might be giving away some of those.
That doesn't come out in April, though.
When you work at GameStop, you got inroads.
Back in the day. Sources.
When you work in GameStop back in the day, you got friends. No, so there's something that we used to do, and we're debating on whether we're going to do it right now because we do not want to be a cookie cutter show. Right. We don't want to be like every other show you can go to. So we're trying to do some unique things. We're also bringing back some stuff that I started and a lot of shows that have dropped doing it. But giving back. So like I said, we're feeding. We have food options for our attendees. We're also surrounded by when I say surrounded, like you walk out the door, there's Miss Chang's like Chinese right here. And there's a sushi hibachi grill to the left right here. There's a Sonic. There's a Olive Garden, there's a store. There's a Michael's next door for those cosplayers that need a repair, literally right next door to the hotel, the Michael's. Like we're in a prime location. It's fantastic. But we don't want people to have to leave and come back and miss something. So we're providing different food options at a reduced rate. So, you normally you'd pay, at hotels like $2-3 for a bottle of water or a Coke or something. No, it's $1, right? Or whatever. We're going to eat the cost. We're making up a little bit to the cost, but we're going to eat a lot of that cost. And that is just so that I'd rather you go spend your money on getting your autographs with your guests or going into the exhibit hall and supporting an artist, right, for their craft, right? I'd rather see that. I want all of them to make enough money that they leave and they go, man, this was actually a really good deal. I want to come back next year and bring even more gear or the higher end stuff or something like that, right?
I know most of the voice actors, because I know a lot of them get asked by the fans or whoever is watching their shows. They're like, are you going to go to this con or that con? And they're like, I have no control. Actually, it's literally the con that has to,
I feel like that's how I feel whenever I'm doing panels at a con. Like, hey,
if you can go to our website, you can scroll down to our guests and you can pull up all of our guests on your main screen.
Make me work.
Give me control. I'll do it.
I have a question for you specifically. Yeah. Do y'all whenever you've been, because I know you said you've run a lot of cons from the ground up and volunteered and stuff. How often do some of the cons have cosplay repair centers or just a center where people could help other people?
So there's been a couple of them. I know Akon and IkiCon. I know San Japan has done it before. Even everybody's had some kind. The larger the show, the more room you have to work with. Right. But my favorites are the ones that come in that bring the backpacks, the cosplay medics. Those are my favorites. That have the little medic flags and they bring all their supplies. We hope that we get to see a couple of them there to do it, because that would be really cool to see them kind of working around with people. But we also have Melanie Jasmine, who's going to be there, who, if you have never seen her work, she has done stuff for Blizzard. She is internationally known in her quality, and her stuff is beast, next level beast. She's just so talented because she's got her own design company. So she is going to host a panel. She's also emceeing our cosplay showcase, which, once again, if you're just joining us, that is for anybody. There's no judging. Everybody comes up, all about celebrating cosplay, because cosplay is for everyone. Hashtag cosplay is for everyone. That's us.
Absolutely.
Do you have y'all's MC already?
Yeah, that's Melanie.
Okay.
Yeah, she's MCing that.
Because I know somebody is constantly trying to apply for.
They have not applied with us, at least. Yeah.
All right. So here you go. Here's the thing he made me look up. Because
well, I mean, you can scroll down. The homepage, you can see all the guests on you scroll down too. But yeah.
No, I mean, I already pulled up the guest page.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you got Melanie Jasmine. She's a cosplayer and designer, right? And if you should be able to click them. You can actually go to their page and they read bios and their link trees. And then there's some support functions on some of these for her, like some of her different cosplays as you go down.
Link tree.
Yep.
That's
hold on just a second.
I feel like I've seen her work before.
I feel like, I feel like I've seen some of her snapshots and stuff.
I think I've seen this, not the rest of them, but I think I've seen the Starfire before. And she is the mascot. She is the cosplaying mascot. What is the word for it? I guess
my apologies. But yeah, it's her website. It's her, and then some of the different cosplays that she's done. And that's just a small piece of it, right? Mm-hmm. I just happen to love the cosplay that she did. That one that we posted for it. That's one of my favorites of all time. The detail is just amazing.
The Kakashi, not sausage.
No. Scroll up.
This
that
one.
Oh,
okay. Because when you look at the thing,
you think it's her. No, it's totally different people.
That's not okay. That's not them.
That's not her. No, that's her. It's a different.
What? I've been living a
lie. Jim is one of the coolest dudes to hang out with. My favorite part is, he was muscular in My Hero Academia, right? And you made him, and you're just like, you were that deep, raw voice. And it's like, yeah, the talent's amazing there. But also, he's claptrap. I mean, come on.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, scroll down, take a look. He's also got his video promo on there, so you guys can check out his work. You got the bio, of course, but we put the video promo in there for him. But yeah, he's the voice of Claptrap.
Man, you're making me read.
That's why I told you, if you scroll down, there's a video.
Oh, he's also in Ruby. That's
Yeah.
nice.
So like there's a video of all of his different works and stuff that you can find on YouTube. But I mean, he was
It's nice to meet you.
Sound?
luck, right?
Or as
Oh, delicious matsutake mushrooms. Wow.
Don't they always say that if you
Here,
send
look.
one hero, there are 10 more nearby?
And more nearby.
What do you know? I found them!
It's over. There's no magical pattern for you to analyze.
Can y'all hear the sound?
yes. A returning
Hey,
magic
look.
must be special.
No, don't click that. No.
No.
You're
You
getting
do that on
permission
your
because
free.
this is if YouTube's listening, they have permission to play this. As our guest, it's promotional payment for it. So
Oh, let me. Where did the video go?
you scrolled.
You gotta, yeah.
Hold on. It doesn't. Did
Go-
I break it?
Maybe click out of it and click back into it.
Oh, you got a point.
There you go.
Let me try something real quick because I don't like the.
There it is. Anyways, but yeah, you can see them. Everybody can go look at what they want, but you can see all the different talent that he has. He's amazing, amazing talent. And then you got Rico, my main man, Rico, La Million. And then in Dr. Stone, it just the characters that he played.
God.
He's got a video too as well.
I
so
love
you can-
Dr. Stone.
Yeah,
Such
Yeah.
a good anime.
He's he was in Fire Emblem Engage, an avid gamer and watcher of anime movies. Rico loves being physically active and his cats. He's originally from San Jose, California, and resides in Dallas.
Mhm.
Yep.
yeah.
I'm
and
not
then
gonna lie. I feel
he's
like
got
that's
he's
what
got a-
most.
I
of
mean,
the,
my
the
son was
voice
just happy.
actors
To
at this point.
Oh, my
It's
son
like-
was just like, he was a million. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I think your audio is muted, but yeah. I mean, he's just
Oh yeah,
his character
No, it's
runs
not,
around. Nick.
it's not playing the audio at all. It's
I
grayed
see
out.
that. It's okay. It's just the video so you guys see it. but
Oh, he's
I
naked.
still
Yeah,
laugh
Lemillion.
at that
He's-
scene. Oh my god.
he's got his skill is permeation, which means he has to have a special suit, but
and he can phase through anything.
right.
Do
But
you, do you think if I take a Fallout Boy, Pip Boy, Funko Pop, he'll sign it? Because that's who Mamillion is based off of.
probably not. So a lot of guests won't sign Funkos that you bring up to them anymore.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. They don't
Right.
do that anymore.
They'll sell them with their signature on it because too many people do them just to resell them, so to make profit off them.
Oh,
There's
that
like
sucks.
we actually had a company or a guy that reached out to us. He was asking us if he could mail us a bunch of stuff to have Rico and Jim and all them sign it. We're like, no, because it even says signatures for sale on your handle. I'm not doing that. Then you have Mason Lieberman. Now this is somebody that you may not know in the industry, but he's been in the industry for a very long time, doing a lot of the audio for Rooster Teeth, Ruby, Beyblade's Evolution, Mobile Suit Gundam, Ultraman. Like it goes on. His list is just huge.
Overwatch, Apex, PUBG.
Yeah, he is the guy that does all their music mixing background. Yeah, he's amazing. He's been at Stay in Japan,
Pokemon.
a couple of other places, but UCL Musicians Institute, South by Southwest has had him out there. Cinematics, he does movies and films and other things. He's just an amazing talent, and we wanted something, not just voice actors, right? We wanted something that for everybody. So this is somebody that kind of brings the industry in for, those DJs that love mixing. He's gonna, I think one of his panels is he's gonna do a live mix,
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
like from raw to start. I think it is. He's gonna do it live, and how he got to there and how he creates it. And for those who really want to get into the industry, especially with this much computer technology we have nowadays, this is the guy you want to learn it from.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, right.
Jeez, man, this is
Hell's Kitchen.
Yes, he did Hell's Kitchen, which I was just like, did you just do the da da da? Do like the British cursing show. My son's watching that right now. But he was thrilled to present the official Cowboy Bebop charity single, the Real Folk
that's
Blues.
sick.
That's collaborating with Funimation and Sunrise. Like it's all in the description. But yeah, it's amazing that he is done.
Such a classic.
Yeah. And then the last guest we just announced, which was Joe McDonald. Now, if you have never seen Joe McDonald in a panel, you are missing out on so much entertainment. He is probably one of the funniest people you'll ever watch. We call him, and he even responded to it. We said the legend himself, because he really is a legend. Not only is he a voice actor, he's an ADR director, he's a producer, right? He produced he was a voice director for Borderlands. the Borderlands series, right? He's in a ton of shows. These are just some of them. Right. Space Dandy, One
Yep.
Piece.
No,
Like these are just some of the characters that he's played.
Fairy Tale.
But he's got a list of 37 some odd years of voice acting, 20 years of voice acting under his belt, plus video games and
It says 37.
37 years voicing actor for 20 years. Yeah. Worked as an actor. Yeah. He's done like actual acting too. But he's also one of the coolest dudes to hang out with. He's so down to earth and chill. Like, you don't have to worry about, you can walk up and shake his hand and he'll say hi to you. He won't be like,
Ew, gross peasant.
Legend.
Don't touch me with
He won't.
that
He
hand.
won't. He won't give you the Brock Lesnar treatment, pretty much.
For the Brock Lesnar achievement. I'll have 5-year ass.
That's just because Brock Lesnar's like, I can't see you.
I mean, okay, let me put it like this, and this is once again off subject, but when I started working out, I started watching lots of videos about working out, and I ran into Eddie Hall, who's one of the strongest men on the planet. And they interviewed Eddie Hall. Because he started doing MMA fights. He fought 2 dudes at once and chunked them around.
They were skinny.
Like toddlers. They were skinny.
I saw that fight. He basically just did like
Hulk smash.
Yeah, he pretty much like fell forward, and they both
beauty humans.
And so they asked him, "Would you fight Brock Lesnar?" He's like, Brock Lesnar's a beast of a man." He's like, "I don't think I would, but if the money was right,
Look,
I might."
all those people are like, he'd go beef. He's got chicken legs. Go tell him that yourself. I want to see what he does. We have chicken legs, you know, right?
And for those of you who don't know who Brock Lesnar is, he is under contract, but he hasn't wrestled. He's a WWE superstar. He is the only human being to have ever won an NCAA Division I Amateur Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. The WWE
look, you have
Heavyweight
spam.
Championship. Oh yeah, we've been getting those a lot. The New Japan Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship and the UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Like, he did professional wrestling. They call him a wrestler and a fake fighter, and then he went into the UFC and won their heavyweight
He
title.
is
of the world.
dramatically fast, agile, and because of being a college level clincher of titles, like the dude's literally beast for what he is. So he's great. But
let's not sugarcoat it. He once punched a tree into a book. I mean, it's
Lord of the Rings, man. You know.
Falcon punch.
No,
So
maybe manga out of that. You know, whose dog is that?
he only does that when
That
somebody's
means
here.
pizza's arrived.
Food.
What? Hold on, I'll be right back. Diamond,
Yeah.
you're in charge. No, I gotta figure out what's going on.
That's all right. We'll talk about it later. So that's fine.
But what other guests besides Joel as well, or is that everybody that covers pretty
So
much?
we have 5 guests this year. You know, a lot of them are personal friends or acquaintances of ours. We thank them very, very much for coming out, because a lot of the times the first year show, you don't get a lot of guests or vendors because it's just like you don't know if it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
But luckily, they have all agreed to come out and entertain and meet our fans, meet their fans, and so we're just really excited about that one. We do. I mean, a couple other things that we're going to be planning is we were talking about this earlier. I was asking you about a dance.
Yeah.
We're still in the works of building it, so don't hold me to this, you know. But instead of doing a Saturday night big dance that a lot of shows do, because that's pretty basic, right?
Yeah.
Saturday night you have a dance, but there's like 12 people in it.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to eat or hang out with their friends or going to the pool or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're going to do something unique. We're going to do a actual old school slumber party movie night.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, we want you to go get pajamas, go get a blanket, come set it up. And we're also going to feed you. We're going to have a food station in there at no charge, by the way. No charge. You're going to come in, you know, popcorn and nachos and little sliders or something. We haven't put together the menu just yet, but also been pushing them because I really want a Sunday bar.
That's going to be phenomenal.
Right. And everybody's like, oh, that's expensive. Don't worry about that part. Our part is to create an experience that you can walk away from going, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Something went wrong. We're trying to reload the page.
No,
I got a message here saying something went wrong. We got to reload the page.
Oh, it's because I think it was just closing out, and
It's still on my screen. That's why.
Oof.
If I
I mean,
disappear, let's see.
No,
it's-
I'm running
it's
it
the
in
chat.
the
The
background.
chat broke.
Oh,
Yeah, the
what?
chat.
broke?
Oops, something went wrong trying to reload the chat. Chat broke.
Oh,
They're gonna need to tell me what everybody
sometimes
says.
it does. No, I mean nobody's. There hasn't been any new
Besides the
comments.
spam.
The spam guy. That's who killed it. The spam guy killed it.
I blocked them. Okay, you have
No, we were talking about you missed it, so sorry. We're doing a thing instead of a dance, we're doing like a party, or excuse me, not party, but a slumber party. For a moment there was a delay, and all I saw was a puppy thing with a cone. I'm like,
you've done his hands off.
we did talk about.
he wants it.
I mean, we talk about. I have
just
two
wants
dogs too. I don't know where they're at. They're running around here somewhere. But I was just all of a sudden, like, Full Metal Alchemist came into play. I was like, oh no,
Edward.
So I was thinking about doing that. By the way, I was thinking about buying a dog costume and putting a wig on it and walking around the grounds.
yeah, but it's the little kids that do it that make you.
Oh
that,
yeah,
that gets you. And you're just like, oh
no.
But my son, my middle son Daniel, he's just now watching that, like that particular series.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's fucked up.
It is.
I'm like, we have been. I said, dude, that's where that meme comes from. That's why we've been traumatized by this for like 15, 20 years, however long it's been out now.
The cultural trauma.
Did he freeze?
Did I freeze? Oh, I did.
Yes.
Ah! Oh wow.
It's still frozen. You might have to reconnect. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's normally how yeah.
Oh, you told him to leave and he left. Well, time to make up for those technical difficulties. So if you haven't already, if you give the video a thumbs up, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, give the video a thumbs up. Where is he? I heard him. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. There you go. You're fixed.
Yeah, you're no longer frozen with a goofy expression. It's
right,
okay. He's doing it on purpose. I thought it was glitching again.
But no, we're doing a summer party thing. We're trying to do a movie. We're working with a couple of different studios to see what we can do to which movie, because we would like to get a legitimate movie to come in and do it. But we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. We're working on it right now, but we definitely doing some kind of slumber party. I don't know. Maybe we'll turn into a karaoke slumber party kind of a thing. People come up and get food and sing. I don't know. We may do something like that, which, I usually host the karaoke's, but I have no problem partnering up with you. We can do like a dueling karaoke,
Mm-hmm.
So and then you said we were going to do a bar, right?
No. So there is a bar in the hotel, but no alcohol is being sold on the floor.
Not a bar, but like was like the food
Sunday. Oh yeah. So we're gonna do like popcorn, nachos, things like that, and then a Sunday, like an ice cream Sunday bar kind of setup. That's what we're gonna set up, and it's for everybody who's a paying member, right? Saturday night. That's the goal. And then from there, you can screw you guys. I'm going home.
Jesus, dude,
gonna go to bed.
Attention whore. You want more attention than I do.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So speaking of karaoke, we are testing the waters. We're testing the waters. So we do, speed dating, right?
Yeah, we do Akon. We had the speed dating for a long time. That come out and do it. It is usually it's very successful, but a lot of conventions, including us, are very protective over that particular one because we've seen really amazing shows. Like Akon has one that comes in that has a very detailed version. They do it, and I think they also do say in Japan and Iki and other stuff too. The speed dating, but whenever somebody else does it, it's always a gray area, and there's almost always has something where we have a complaint about inappropriate conversation or touch or something. So 99% of small cons, you'll never see anything like that until they become large enough they can support more infrastructure to protect our attendees.
Right.
So
I will put my foot up somebody's ass so far that I will look like the frog coming out of Naruto's mouth with my toes.
Okay. Well, sorry, the dog's messing with me again. He's like, why aren't you petting me? Why aren't you petting me? Why aren't you petting
affection, love and affection.
More, he's like,
love me.
He likes being carried like a baby too, which is.
I have two dogs. One of them will hold like a baby, and she'll boop your nose. to get your attention. Rubber belly, she's the belly whore.
Yeah, this
The other one likes to fight.
Oh, the other one just likes to scrap for whatever reason.
He's just like, fight me, and then
But
we named them the girls Uraka and the boy is Shoto. We have a cat named Deku. We have a black lab named Tokoyami.
This
We have
his
a black
name is
cat
Hero.
named Azawa. Like you can see the theme we're going for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. This dog is this dog hit the kid. My niece and nephew named him when we first got him. They named him Hero. And it's funny that you have your pets named after My Hero Academia characters, because I call him, since his name is Hero, I call him My Hero Dogomania or something.
Oh no, I was thinking Hero from Gundam Wing.
Oh no. Like that's Hito.
No, I know, but that's what they said with Hito. Oh,
First,
Hito. Sorry,
I
yeah,
would
you're right.
never name a pet, an enemy, or one of my kids after a character from Gundam Wing. It's one of my favorite animes of
Oh, I
all
was about
time.
to say, sir, you're about to fight words here.
No, it is one of my favorite animes of all time, but it's also one of the worst animes of all time.
I read back and rewatched it. I was watching it how fast. Like, don't get me wrong, Sandrock was one of my favorite characters. You know, Catcher was always I just loved the battle type of that particular Gundam. And then I watch it, I'm like, God, he's a bitch. You know, he complains. He's like, we gotta stop.
Bitch.
We gotta stop them. You know, we gotta go fight them. We should stop. The colonies will never be safe. Screw the colonies. Let's go fight here. It's like every other episode, the politicals were back and forth, and the explanations of pacifism were so hurtful that I literally just muted it. And it's like, oh, action scene, play.
Every time they mention peace, take a drink.
Good.
Every time they mention peace,
And no peacecraft. You know, that's why I was like, after the series, I watched it the whole thing. I was like, I went and watched Endless Waltz, and I was like, they blew him up. You know.
Mhm. But well, here's the thing: go back and watch it, or at least somebody should make an abridged version. Take out all the Gundam.
Oh my God!
It's literally like Fallout Boy overthrowing the government.
Fallout Boy. I mean, anything is possible at this point. They did.
I mean, I can see Troa doing that. You know.
Yeah, he's got the whole they have the whole Linkin Park aesthetic going on.
They do.
And like Hero is such a jackass because Hero is literally the definition of this guy spends way too much time at Hot Topic.
That's why he has. I have had no name. If I must have a name, call me Troa Barton.
Oh, so I don't watch it as an adult. Like, God damn it, this is trying to be so fucking edgy.
I watched it. Like I said, this was like about a month ago. I watched the whole series because, like I said, when I work, I listen to something I know, but I started listening to it more, and I was just like, man, they constantly change the It feels like the anime was much bigger, and then they condensed it because there's like a lot of exposition in between episodes that just don't feel like they were really brought to light. It was just more conversational. Like maybe the translation was different. So I'm going to go back and watch the original Japanese with subtitles to see what the difference was, because I think the flaps were different from what the conversation was, because it's just some of it just never made any sense on that particular anime. So
I started watching in Japanese. It still doesn't make any sense.
Well,
I mean,
thanks for ruining my weekend. I had a plan, sir.
And you ruined it.
You did this to me. Ooh.
But
Ooh, yeah.
so do y'all have, which speaking of watching anime, does Tyler, Texas have viewing rooms?
No. So a couple of things about viewing rooms that have changed. One, we don't have a lot of space. I don't want to lose any of my panel space. I got 2 breakout panel rooms. I have 1 game room that's going to have retro and current gaming systems in it. We have Game Crave. If you never heard of them, check them out. They have a store in Tyler and in Athens, they're beautiful stores. They're coming out to do all card gaming from and I keep forgetting the name of the Disney card game. The new one that's very popular. I know. Anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and all that. They're going to do all these little card tournaments and stuff. So we're happy to have partnered up with them on that. I'm going to have my exhibit hall, which is 2 of the ballrooms and then the main event. So I've got 3 main rooms basically set up for paneling. Not a whole lot.
That's usually the standard for most cons anyway. 3 rooms.
Well, what three? Well, I mean, there's a lot usually more for a first year show. And don't get me wrong, viewing rooms are great, but there's a couple of rules to them. So first off, you got to have permission from said company, whether it's Crunchyroll or back in the day it was Funimation, whether it's High Dive or whoever, Aniplex, Viz, Media. You got to have their permissions to do it. Then you got to lay out what you're going to do. Now, you can't also badge control those areas, because if you're making a profit off of theirs, you have to pay them a royalty fee. Otherwise, it has to be an open space. That's why a lot of conventions had to stop it, because we would do it, but then you'd get like the homeless people that come in and sleep and live in there.
Yeah.
Then nobody wanted to go. That dog's like, it's my show. I mean, we've had it happen. I won't say the name of the convention, but it happened in Houston. They had a viewing room, and we went and we do our checks in the different rooms, and walked in. We saw somebody laying down across a couple of chairs. We didn't think anything of it. The only reason we knew it wasn't somebody's been there is because there's con funk, and then there's really not con funk, and this was really not con funk. They basically covered in piss and shit, and realized there was a homeless person in there, and we had to ask him to leave, which technically he could have stayed there because it was a public room. We had to make it a public access room, but it was just, the hotel's like, no, you got to get out of here. You're making our chairs stink. But we'd love to have it, but who goes and sits in viewing rooms really anymore? You have it on your phone.
Yeah.
I
feel like it would only make sense unless if it was like some big series, and even then, like
that would be a premiere. That would be a panel. That would be a panel that you would promote and you would do. So, and every convention, every larger convention that has premiered, Sword Art Online, the movie, right, was premiered at A-Kon when we were still in Fort Worth. That was a huge premiere. We had the president of Japan fly out for the premiere showing. And we actually got ahead of AX on that one, which is really rare. So it was really cool. But that required like months of negotiations and conversations and agreements, what can and can't happen, what can be said, what questions. Like, for a first year show, no. We want you to have fun. If you want to sit and watch TV, the hotel rooms have amazing TV that you can connect your phones to them and your laptops to them. Feel free to go up, watch some Crunchyroll, some High Dive, Viz Media, whatever you want to do. Do your thing.
Have you seen how Colossal Con does their anime viewing?
No, I mean, I haven't seen it. And one of the reasons why, so I get this question a lot. Like, somebody will come to me and be like, hey, why don't you do it like this or do it like that? The more and more I copy everybody's the exact way they do it, the more I become a cookie cutter show. Yeah. So I want to look at everybody and say, okay, you're all doing it the same way. Is there any way I can do it different or make it unique? If there's not, then hey, you guys figured out the correct formula. Congratulations. We're going to do what you guys do. But if we want to change it, like we don't have a dance. Every first year show has a dance, whether it's some DJ that a friend of theirs, like, you guys have a DJ friend who's offered to come out and spin for us. We were really thinking about it, but we're going to hold off a year, right? We're going to give it a year to make sure that the show is successful. But we want to do something cool. Giant slumber party with ice cream, nachos, and pizzas, chips. But come on.
So
I'm going to feed you.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because sometimes we use other cons to experiment with like panels, what could work and not work. Because the reason why I brought up speed dating, because we do a single social gathering, where it's actually where you just kind of go and make friends and like talk, right? So at Delta, we started playing music, and people started like a few people started dancing, and then we played the cha-cha slide, and everyone in the room, it turned into like a mini dance, and it actually got, at one point, more people were dancing in the single social gathering at Delta than were actually dancing at the formal.
Yeah.
Because it broke the ice and people started getting the crap.
Yeah. So, and those cha-cha slide and electric slide and all these different ones that everybody knows, roll with me, they're all great songs to break ice to, right? So is the My Hero Academia song, I'm a Hero, right? Like, I've seen that where people would all sing and dance and put their hands up and mimic the moves from the anime. Those are great. And I hope that happens. I kind of hope flash mobs occur randomly throughout the place where they play music and everybody starts having a blast and dancing, because that's what That's what conventions are about. It is literally bringing together people that you have never met that have the same interests as you and create lifelong friendships. One of my closest friends in the world, who is a partner of mine in our studio at whatupds.com, that's our studio, we do podcasting. We met at Acon 20 plus years ago, or 20 or whatever years ago. Yeah, 20 plus years ago. We met at Acon, like just hanging out, working together. He's literally like my brother. Like we're that close.
Mm-hmm.
That's a friendship that would never have happened if I just didn't go to a convention. Right?
I met some of my old some of my cosplay friends that I'm still friends with today.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I even met the mother of my child. We're not like we met at Acon. Like we
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Except
did she get pregnant at Acon?
No.
Okay, I can take that off the chart. The statistic,
No,
the statistic's bigger than
off of the bingo card.
that's a statistic that's kind of big out there. I got pregnant at Acon. You did.
It was I think no, the last time, and I can say that I remember this. The last time we went to Acon was in 2013.
So in 2013 we were at I think we were still at the Sheraton or at the Anatole?
No, you were at the Anatole.
We're at the Anatole. Yeah. First year at the Anatole. That's right.
Because that's when I was pissed because so Team 4-Star was there.
Yeah.
As guests, and they announced during the panel, "Oh, we're gonna do Voltron versus Power Rangers," and then we waited 2 years for that video to finally come out.
They also said they do the Boo series too, and we waited all this time for them to do short clips. Now, granted,
oh no, it wasn't
the amount of work Team 4-Star puts into this stuff. When you actually sit and see how much of the work that goes into that, man, I just appreciated that they actually got through the Cell saga.
My bad, it wasn't Team 4-Star, it was the Death Battle guys.
Oh, okay, yeah,
because they were there. Because they were all like they were owned by not Rooster Teeth yet. I think it was Machinima.
Yeah, I believe so.
God, I haven't heard that name in so long.
For good reasons.
I know, but I'm just saying it's been you used to see it pop up for like different things. Machinima.
Yeah.
So, but Anime Tyler, Texas, first year, we're gonna be there. I've been pretty busy. I've been trying to be selective with the panels that I want to do. I still would like to do the podcast live from the show just to kind of,
the Wi-Fi out there is free, so you're sharing it. I don't have a way of giving you a dedicated line, but if you want to do a stream, I have no problem with that. And you'll need to. So our rules, if you want to do any kind of press, which you've already applied, and you got your press, you need to talk to the guests directly. Some of them will have handlers, some of them will have their agents on site, so you'll need to coordinate with them. Please don't bum rush them, right? If you need somebody to talk to, we have a guest relations team who will be more than happy to try to facilitate that for you. But we want all the footage. We want all the videos. We want you to go to everybody and every dealer and talk about the show and what they're selling. We want them to be promoted as much as we can. So Saturday morning, start streaming live on Facebook or YouTube or something from your phone, as far as I'm concerned. We'd love it. We'll post it. We'll share it. Well, that's weird.
No, I was thinking of like which guest could I?
No, my Discord just suddenly goes, I'm restarting.
Oh, my team's in Discord.
Oh, Discord's being DDoSed.
Is it?
Yeah, I got a message. Ooh. I think they're being DDoSed. Somebody just said that they're being attacked or something. I just saw a post fly across my screen. Hopefully it wasn't my internet going out. I was like, oh shit. I heard it again. No.
Let's see.
But no, we have some amazing guests. We also, before I forget, we do have an ambassador program. If you go to our ambassador page, we do have Bella, who's one of our ambassadors right now. We do have some other ones, but there's criteria to it. You can always email. An ambassadorship not only can get you a free pass to the show, if you actually promote it enough and there's enough people that target, we give you we create a link for you to help get tickets sold. We'll even pay for your hotel room for 2 nights if you get enough tickets sold.
Where's our link?
Seriously, you got to go apply for the ambassador program.
We've been promoting y'all.
I know. you know what? Tell you what, I'll get you a link set up tonight, and we'll put Geeks 5 Ever as an ambassador for us. How about
Like
that?
we even promoted like at UshiCon, we announced all the cons we're doing like so
Yeah.
far. And we did it at UshiCon, we did it at Kawa. And I'll tell you after the show, but
I tell you what, I'll get a link right now for you. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm just gonna do some ninja
there's
work here.
some like there's a couple of cons that we might be working with. So we definitely, but they're after the con, so we were gonna promote the show like, hey, Anime Tyler next year, 2026.
Well, I mean, we can do it now. You got plenty of time. We do have a cap on our tickets, so just FYI, we have a cap on our weekends and a cap on our Saturday and Sunday passes. And then so that is something that's very, and we do, and this isn't public, we don't post or anything, but we do have a Groupon. There's a Groupon. It's for bundle packs, right? But so if you just want to go by yourself for a single day, it's not really a thing. But if you got like say a family of 4 and you're tight on budget, and all kids 10 and under are free, by the way.
I mean, unless you're like the Ledoux guy, Sensei Ledoux. How fortuitous.
Oh no.
Me and Mika-san would like to purchase 2 basses, please.
All right.
Do you know who we're talking about, by the way?
Hang on, I'm creating your link.
Oh, okay, he's working.
He's doing maintenance right now.
So
I am.
If you are watching the show, whether it's live or post show, go ahead and request Geeks 5 Ever as a guest next year. I will go there and I will entertain the shit out of you.
I'll have to. You have ping me on Facebook real quick because I can't get back in Discord for some reason.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You
That's what I was
froze
gonna
on
say.
here too.
Yeah, he froze.
I
again.
did, yeah.
It's
All
your
right.
internet.
No, well, maybe. I don't know. That's a good pose. I like to say it like that. That's my good side.
Oh no.
I've got 10 over 10 connection. I'm network secure.
I'm looking at Twitter
It's
right
weird
now.
because you're doing a very similar. There's a politician. There's a news art. I load up Facebook, and there's a news article with a certain politician on it, and he's doing almost the exact same pose as you right now. It's like,
technical difficulties. This actually does happen frequently on here.
Oh, so you messaged me in 2017.
You
laughed.
just I was gonna say you wait. It's been that long when he messaged you since.
Yeah, because like I had gotten so this is right around the time we were just starting to review conventions.
Mhm.
When we started the channel, like reviewing conventions was never like our intention. Like that was never something we actually planned on. And it started with Delta. Like, okay, we went to Delta. Let's talk about Delta because we interviewed one of the staff members of Delta and we were promoting Delta because at the time
I love Delta. I used to work with them too. But they're great.
I worked with them when they first started, not the first year, but when they were still at the University of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't want to put too much of the business out there, but I went away for a while and I didn't go back until like they had a shift. And then I started Geeks 5 Ever. So me and Sarah, I talked to Sarah, messaged her, we kind of established it. And then I came back and I started doing panels. And then we were hosting room parties, like, because we're degenerates. And
so have us for your convention, we're degenerates.
We were only doing panels. So eventually the room party evolved into like an unofficial staple of the convention.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not sanctioned by the con, but like the hotel knows about us. And like we if security needs to go into our room for whatever reason, they suspect underage drinking or whatever, they have full access to my hotel room.
We've talked about this before. You guys have like a couple of default plans in place, which is good. And if you guys host a party at Anime Tyler, we sent you 1, just respect the hotel. 2, make sure you don't do anything that would cause not only the show to look bad, but yourself to look bad. And 3, you'll meet my troubleshooters if they show up and you don't want to mess with them. I don't care how hulky you are.
Hey. I'm not just hulky. I fought pro, so I can hold my own. But no,
most of my team out there are former military.
Yeah.
So it's one of those like it's like I will stand up to you. I'm just gonna kick in the nuts. I'm lazy.
If you fuck up real bad, you're gone.
Oh no!
No,
Like I said, I fought pro, and
So-
I have a record, and I know there's a difference between octagon fighting and fighting somebody on the streets.
Get your ass kicked.
There is no point system, sir.
There's no point system. I'm gonna check your prostate by the time this is over. You know,
There's a reason why. There's a reason why this is a thing.
Have you guys seen the videos where they put a bucket of those or the bricks on the side of the road? People grab them, walk across the street with them so they don't get hit in the cars.
Yeah.
There was a guy in Austin that did that with a bunch of foam ones. And every once in a while he'll pick it up and he'll throw it at a car and you'll see and it like bounces off. You know. But I sent you the link on Facebook. This is your affiliated ticket link. So it tracks everything, how many people click it, how many tickets you sold, and then once you do so many with our ambassador program, you know, you sell so many, it covers your passes, right? If you sell whether weekend or day passes, we cover one hotel room night. And if you hit next tier, like tier 3, you cover both your hotel room nights. And that's us paying for it. We don't pay for your incidentals, but we cover your hotel room, right? As a thank you for doing it. And literally the ticket sale amounts is kind of balancing what the cost of the room, a little bit more than what the cost of the room is, but just enough so we say, okay, it's worth the effort to go and us to have to financially cover another space.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Bella's been one of our tops. She's been out there doing it. And we had another one named Jimmy Dang, which is a cosplayer. He's had a few clicks himself. But Bella's in the lead right now with 93. So go her. But it tracks everything, and then we communicate with you and say, hey, you hit your goal or not. But either which way, ambassadors will always get a pass to it as long as we see that you're actually promoting it. If you just get the link and never do anything, then you don't get a pass to the show. Sorry. This is a business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much I already got my pass situation squared away.
No, you're fine. But your fans, maybe you want to do it and we cover your hotel room or something, or maybe you want to do it just as, you know, like you said, you've been supporting the show anyways. So.
We got Allcon in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it'll be perfect because.
And then I can promote it on my end too, since I haven't done a video in quite a while on TikTok. So get back to streaming and stuff.
So for those of you that aren't aware, you can check out Anime Tyler Texas right now at animetyler.com. Anime Tyler Texas, April 26th and the 27th, 2025, Saturday and Sunday, 2-day event. Come check out the Geeks Fiber Recruit. We will be there shenaniganing up.
Gang.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. On our website, you can still apply to do a panel if you want to. Our exhibits are closed, but you guys can start seeing the list. Our map's on there, and we're starting to fill out as we're confirming everybody with their payments and stuff. You can start seeing some of the panels. I'm really excited to meet Jonathan Miller art. He did a cover of Ninja Turtles. We posted about that. He's got a special edition cover for a Ninja Turtle comic that he was commissioned to do for them. And he'll be out there with that. I'm so excited because I really want that. Some really cool booths. We worked really hard on it. And then we also have a merch. So you can actually get your t-shirts, hoodies, kids, adults. You can do all that by clicking our merch banner. And those will be drop shipped directly to you. And we've tested it twice now. It's usually there within 10 days of your order. So you can have all your gear ahead of time. And we're not talking like, you know, shirts in like $30 range, $20, right? For a nice, actual breathable shirt with a good print on it. We've got hoodies for under 30. Like we made sure that we're not really making any money on this at all. We're just wanting to give people opportunity to get their merch and gear. Hell, even computer pads like desk mats are on there as well.
If I buy one, can I have it shipped?
It'd be yes. Well, they all ship directly to your house.
Okay. Because
so if you order today, it'll be there in 10 days from now.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get one, and I'm gonna cut the sleeves off of it because I'm going through like a sleeveless shirt phase right now.
I think I have a tank top in there. Actually, if you go look at the full list, if not, I'll add one for you.
I do see merch.
Yeah, if you click view all, it should show all the different products that we have. And then if you say, hey, I would really rather have like a tank top. Well, I'll put one on there tonight. I'll put a tank top on there tonight. So, and we've got the single shirts with the mech, and then the girl, the female character we have, she's been named by our community as Annie Mae.
Mm.
I know, right? I love it. It's so corny. I love it. Annie Mae and her mech, Tyler.
I don't know why my dumbass thought these were like license plates and shit. They're desk pads.
No, those are those are desk pads. They're actually really cool. That the $29.99 one's actually the I think that's the 70 inches. Is that right?
I was like, you got to at least show it at this point.
It's,
I thought these were like
the 20 is 12 inches by 22 inches, so it's a foot tall and then 2 wide, so it fit most desks. They're really nice though.
I was looking at these and I'm like, what the hell are these, like custom license plates, like backgrounds or something?
Desk pads, and then the one on the right is the larger one for like $5 more. It's because the first one's only, when you click it you can get all the details. It's actually the other one, the desk pad is 15 by 31, so the other one actually bigger. Go figure.
This one is more details.
Yeah,
it says 3 thick. Oh, it's 12 by 22.
Yeah, so that one. That's 12 by 22, and then the other one, the desk pad, which is actually a little cheaper, is 15 by 31.
So wait.
They did it backwards in price, and I don't care.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
Don't argue when you find a good thing. I don't want to fix it.
Great deal.
It's like I don't want to fix it.
Leave it at that.
I don't want to fix it. I'll leave it at that. But we love that they have all the different custom stuff. If you click on the hoodie, you can actually see it in different colors, right? And it goes all the way up to 3XL. Some of the hoodies, like the pilot hoodie, goes all the way up to 4 and 5XL now. But they're currently out of stock on those higher ends at the moment.
Oh, they're out of stock of this one?
No. So if that one, you're fine. The hoodie with just the anime on it, the 4XL and 5XL, they're out of stock on those. So when they run out of stock of a certain shirt, instead of you ordering and you have to find it later, the system actually takes it and grays it out automatically for us. So we don't have somebody accidentally order something they can't get.
So, okay. I give it 6 more months. I'll drop another shirt size. I was real close to 4X. I'm not going to lie to you. I was progressing to the point where I might have to go up a size, and I didn't want to do that. So
in 2019, I saw a picture of myself on a family photo, and I didn't realize I was almost 300 pounds at the time, and it just never clicked with me. And then we went through the pandemic and everything, and I lost over 100 pounds. I mean, I'm half the man I was. Then a lot of that's just because I quadrupled my intake of water. Yeah.
But so but
you made the change.
That shirt though is the one I'm currently wearing.
That's crazy.
Can you tell the discoloration of your shirt, or is that just a lighting?
No, I don't know. Like bleach got in the washer, and
I was gonna say it looks like it's not the same shirt. One's black, one's bleach.
No, yeah, it's the same shirt. It's the same symbol. It's just that bleach got in the washer and just ruined the shirt. But like,
it's tie-dye designer is what it is.
Yeah, everybody thought it's like that's how it's supposed to be, but it's not.
And you're at Dragon's Lair meeting Jason David Frank with that photo.
Yes, I am. I actually gave him a gift.
Yeah.
There.
May he rest in peace.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We do a what was I saying? Okay. Is there any last details that you want to share about the con?
We're doing this because in Tyler, the only show they ever had was back in like 2015, 2016 that unfortunately had a massive failure that occurred. Not really the fault of the showrunner at the time, but it was an epic fail and a lot of things. So nobody's really wanted to do a show out there in a long time. It's kind of, it's an hour and a half drive from Dallas, but East Texas has a huge following. There's a lot of people. It's a huge community out there and college people and everything that would do this. And the town has been very excited about it. But the idea is that once again, this isn't about making a bunch of money. That's never going to be the case. If this is successful, you're probably going to see this transition over to a nonprofit organization because of multiple shows, right? We just got to make sure the concept's real. But the idea is that this is a place where you, as a fan, you as a person, are going to be accepted. There's no judgment here, right? There's no reason for you not to come as you want to come as a trash can for Anime Matsuri trash can or whatever for cosplay, whatever. If that's what you feel like that you want to do, just know that you may not get the cheers you want, but I really want these kids to come out that are, 8, 9, 10 that struggle, because it's different now. 20 years ago, being a fan of anime made you a geek, a nerd. Nobody wanted to deal with you. It's mainstream now.
Yeah.
Goku is in the Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah, for God's sake, Luffy became
Luffy.
the Macy's Thanksgiving
You have
Parade.
wrestlers who dress up in anime clothing, right?
Or their attire,
attire, yeah, for their wrestling event. It's become mainstream. And it's because of events like these that kept constantly putting in a position to make the ones who were forgotten, that usually hide inside their not hotel rooms, in their office or the room, or they're watching TV or playing video games, but have no outside friends. They don't go outside. This is a place where they're going to be fun. They're going to have fun. They're going to be safe, right? And just make brand new friends. That's what we do it for. That's what any con owner out there should be doing it for. If you're, like I said, anybody out there going, I'm doing it so it makes me rich and I never have to work, I don't support those shows. I support the shows that will bend over backwards to make sure a fan gets that random piece of content that they've always wanted to see, or meet that guest they never got to. Joe McDonald, I love him as a guest, like, fantastically, right? He's just one of the coolest guys you can get to talk to. And you realize that this guy that's done so much in his years is just a normal dude that was like, oh, I like hot dogs too. I like barbecue pizza. Right. Like, you're just like, what?
Just a regular normal person just has
you mean to tell me
awesome
you're not like on a, well, I mean, everybody thinks voice actors make a ton of money. They really don't.
They really don't.
They work their butts off. That's the reason why the model shifted to where people charge for autographs and things like that, because they have to take off hunting for work or doing voiceover or go into a day job to come out to these events to cover their ability to continue to do what they do. Yeah, I'm happy to pay $20 for an autograph that I will never sell, right? Somebody might sell it, but I'm not. I'm going to put it on my wall. I mean, I'm going to get an autograph from every single one of them, and I'm going to have a little wall. Yeah, that's why if you look at our cars, they say first edition.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is the first show.
I don't think selling my stuff is gonna.
You know what I see there? I see a ton of groceries. All of that for a carton of eggs, sir.
Yeah, I could probably get one carton of eggs for.
I tell you what. I'll give you a flat eggs. It's 24 eggs for that entire all those
that wall.
That wall. That's a good deal for you. Do you realize how much the egg's worth right now?
He's not wrong. I mean, he's not wrong.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'll drive down to Houston with some eggs right now. Let's go.
But does that include the Funko Pops?
No, you can keep the Funko. I'll just take the figures.
I'm gonna be honest. The Funko Pops, I don't know why it's just slowly just starting.
I want to make a camera version of a combat, so I'm gonna need all those figures to have one battle royale, one shot at a time. It's gonna take me 3 years, but when it releases, that 3-minute video is gonna be amazing.
Snapshot animation, claymation.
Oh, I mean, as long as I get to keep the bobbleheads.
Yeah, I can't use those because every time I'm like, "Do you want to work?" They're like, "No."
No.
These, by the way, are kind of not worth the price. Because
pop figures are
these aren't pop.
I know, but pop figures are the TY little things from back in the day.
They're the
Beanie Babies of our generation.
Yeah.
Because I had at one point over 1,000 pops. I ended up reselling them and getting rid of them all for a couple grand. Like I sold them to a shop that was opening up for a couple grand, which for me that was great. It was an investment. None of them were signed.
Okay, so this is how many pops I have. So see how they're going along the ceiling right there.
Mm-hmm.
The DVD shelves.
I hate it.
Actually,
so bad if you have to move.
The DVD shelves are actually stopping the Funko Pops from making a complete circle in the room.
I would feel so bad if you're like, "Hey, we're moving." What?
Well, this shit ain't going with me. This thing, right? Whoever bought the house gets it.
Guess what? I'm a squatter.
Hey, I come with the house. No, we're gonna charge them if we sell the house. We're gonna charge them for all this, so I can just buy it all over again and replace it.
Yeah, it's way more expensive now. And some of those, like I have a Napa one from DBZ that's from Japan. by himself. The figure is one of the high quality, super high quality ones from Japan that we picked up, and it's worth without the box about $450. And I have the box still and all the original components. He's worth $1,000. He's like one of my favorite from Japan because he's, I mean, hardcore, thick, old school plastic, not that cheap plastic or 3D printed. Like this was like hand sculpted and carved. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Found it in Shibuya. In Shibuya Station, there was a little shop. They usually don't have them in Shibuya Station, but a little anime shop there that normally they're in a different part of town. And he had a bunch of figures, and I was like, "How much for that?" And he's like, $50. And I was like, "Yoink!"
Yeah.
I had to put him inside my suitcase, make sure I put like caution, do not crush all over my bag. That, and I got a Pikachu from the Pokemon store out there with the little apple.
I have some bootlegs from Mexico, but they have some charm to them. I have some bootleg figures here and there.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with it.
I collect everything Dragon Ball though. Like
we're really big on that, not getting into bootlegs. Like our dealers, like they're gonna go through. Like it's very much in our rules and terms that anything bootleg found has to be removed. If you fail to remove it, we'll remove you. Like, and there's no refund.
The bootleg.
Everybody, it's good.
The bootleg market has like evolved as well. Like there's a lot of original figures that are not officially licensed that look amazing, but they're bootlegs.
They do because 3D printers are a thing. Like the liquid printers are a thing overseas in China. I mean, one of the most notorious things every bootleg for anime is the Dragon Balls.
Yep.
Those are like the most, and they're the hardest to detect sometimes. There's actually an agent. She goes to a lot of conventions. She actually hosts a panel at one point where she used to bring legitimate and fake items and put them side by side and said, tell me which one's real, which one's fake. And 90% of the time, it'd be a 50-50 split because we'd be guessing because they look so similar. They look so similar. Like
I might do a panel like that.
As long as you have like, the original and the fakes, you can put the comparison together.
Sir,
I don't want to see your whole room. I'm fearful of what I'll see on the other side.
No, my I don't have anything.
That's his hentai wall, people.
Oh no, like I have like
why so distracted?
Like somebody went through my somebody went through my Amazon cart and they were like, oh, let's see what he has on here. Let's look at what he buys, and it's like, and they
who do you trust that much to have your Amazon card?
Well, no, because they were
public?
They were using my my laptop for karaoke, and my Amazon tab was open.
Man, that's still like I would walk up and be like, keep to yourself. Do not go through my stuff.
They went through my stuff, and they're like, bro, it's all Dragon Ball, Power Rangers, and WWE figurines. Like those not one. Like we thought we were gonna find something like smut related. He's like, he was so disappointed. That you don't have anything smut. I checked your eBay, your Walmart, your Amazon. I'm like, why are you going through my laptop?
First off, stalker. Let's talk about consent here, bro.
And then he asked me. He's like.
Now we get to log into your stuff and see what you got, right?
Oh no, I don't have to log in. I've been inside.
Hey, Wild Bill's cup.
He has like some of my friends have hentai figures.
Wait,
like,
is that a Wild Bill's cup or a Picos Pete?
They're asking you, Diamond.
Diamond, your cup, Wild Bill's or Picos Pete?
Oh no, this is from Comic Palooza.
It's the Picos Pete.
It's Picos Pete.
Picos Pete, yeah.
Because I have a few of those.
I have an entire. My kitchen has the bottom two shelves full of just Wild Bills and Picos Pete cups, like all metal cups.
I have a few of them.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. What's that? What's the design for?
This one was the red covered one they did over the holidays, but I kind of messed up and scratched the red off of this.
Yeah.
So on this particular
Iron Man cup.
Oh, I have every cup they've had. I've got. Every time I see them, I'll buy all their cups, and they're like, "Well, why?" I'm like, "Because I use them for coffee mugs. I use them for alcohol. They keep things cold. They keep things hot.
Yeah.
And if I drop them, they don't break in like glass, and they're not plastic. That just feels weird now.
I have a few. I like to buy them every year.
They never die.
Yeah, I didn't know that they also you could like you. I was like, so I bought two. So I only have 2, and they're like, I asked them, can I just bring my old one? Because I saw
Yeah.
other people brought one, and I didn't know that. And then they're like, yeah, all you just got to do is pay $8 for like
For the tag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's awesome between the two. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, that's why we did
Unfortunately,
it,
we're
though.
not big enough to have either one of them
Right,
at the show.
yeah.
But eventually we were gonna have
Not yet, but eventually.
Not yet. Yeah, eventually. I really want them because I love the root beer. I think they have orangesicle, which
Yeah.
is like, and then I take the cherry and the vanilla and the root beer, and I make almost like a float taste. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Honey, we need to order something. They have cans now. They sell cans too.
Oh
so,
wow,
yeah.
they actually do.
Yep. At least Wild Bill's does. I don't know if Pickles Pete does. But, all right, so your link is up and going. It's called the Geek 5 Ever link, by the way.
Okay, I'm gonna share it. Any last things you want to say about Anime Tyler?
Look, bring your friends, bring your family. We're gonna have an amazing 2-day event. Right, get your hotel rooms, book them early before they run out of hotel rooms. Get your passes before they go away. If you can't make it both days, just get yourself a day pass. Remember, kids 10 and under are free. Enjoy themselves. Right, they have a restaurant site, and we're surrounded by restaurants. We're gonna have food on site that is gonna be affordable. Right, get your passes today. I mean, before it gets too late, because we do have a cap on them, and we will cap them once we hit our point. And if you want to see, I mean, we're 8 weeks and 2 days away from the show, so. Oh,
That's gonna be fun. We are, remember, that's Anime Tyler Texas.
AnimeTyler.com.
AnimeTyler.com. April 26th and the 27th, 2025. Let's get that address for y'all. And I lost it.
And it's gone.
And it's gone. I had it a minute ago. Oh, I know why, because I'm on the store.
Yeah, put it in your Discord.
5701 South Broadway Avenue, Tyler, Texas, zip code 75703. You can go right now and book your hotel and come party with the most chaotic panelists and podcast hosts in all of Texas and wake up in a different town. You go out, you're like, only one beer, guys. Then next thing you know, you're on the middle of a beach watching the sun rise.
There's no beaches in Tyler. We're landlocked. So if you're sitting on a beach, you're at a lake, people, just FYI. Just you're at a lake.
No, we're at a beach. That's just how crazy the night was.
How did we get to Galveston? Who drove the Galveston? Where's my car?
Who are you people? Like, you're just with strangers.
Who took my car?
Who are you?
What are you?
Geek Cred just commented like
I can't see the comments anymore, so
that's broken for you.
Yeah. So you have to tell me what people are saying. I have no idea.
Well, they they comment. Oh, they just said hi. Hey y'all.
Hi, y'all.
Hey y'all. They just joined as we're wrapping up. Go to animetyler.com, check out the website. We'll have an affiliate code for you guys to go ahead and
we do have more stuff they'll be announcing over the course of the next month, different programs, different things, different groups. So you'll start seeing some more announcements come out, but all of our guests been announced and our cosplay showcase is announced. So call it all cosplayers. Please come out, support the show, especially if you want to see a show out in the Tyler or East Texas area, because there's not really one out there anymore. So if you're in Longview, Athens, Waco, come on up. It's a little bit of drive from Dallas, hour and a half, but to be honest, if you live in Dallas, hour.
that cut him off mid-speech.
Yep. His internet is.
Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, I think we're gonna. Yeah.
I think he crashed completely.
Man, I spelled froze wrong. Frones. I put frones.
Fromes.
Yeah, he dropped. Did you want to plug in your social media where people can follow you, stalk you, or
Stalk me? Yeah, you can follow me On YouTube and Twitch, that is Diamond Assassin without the A for Diamond, misspelled. Go check me out on those platforms. And then you can also follow me on TikTok, which I will be live tomorrow, hopefully. That's at voltage_echo. And that's pretty much it.
All right, guys. Well, I don't know if Miss Joe is coming back, but you can follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Also follow us on twitch.tv at Geeks5Ever. We'll be at AwCon in Dallas, Texas. Spring break, March 13th through the 16th. Join us. We will be hosting several panels. Terrible fan fiction. It's over 9,000. It's morphin' time. Join us for shenanigans and party with the most chaotic panelist and podcast host in all of Texas. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on the YouTube channel. Make sure you ring-a-ling the ding-a-ling button so you can be notified every time we go live. Hopefully next week we can have our special guest for Gains 5 Ever on the Wednesday. We'll be back Monday. We will. I don't know what we're discussing on Monday. We'll figure it out. We'll make an announcement. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. We ran almost an entire hour later than we normally do, but
Yep.
all right, everyone. Have a good night. I said have a peace night. Have a good night. Peace out. Stay classy.
Bye.